The right to offend is not some pesky little part of freedom of speech that we have to put up with. It is the heart and soul and lungs of freedom of speech. It is the coursing lifeblood of human progress. It is the instigator of liberty and modernity and science and understanding. What a laughing stock today's student leaders are, that they can so casually dismiss the right to be offensive without realizing that their lovely, enlightened lives are the gift of individuals who gave offense. Offensiveness is not just something we have to begrudgingly accept. Offensiveness is the motor of human progress.
Now broadcasting from the Right to Offend Media Studios in sunny South Florida, bringing you the latest in politics, current events, art, and pop culture. This is the Whitfield Report Live with Sam Whitfield.
But giving offense is good. In fact, it's essential.
Well, good evening, folks, and welcome to the Whitfield Report Live. I am your host, Sam Whitfield, broadcasting here live from South Florida and joined tonight by my co-host, Morpheus, and hopefully we'll be joined by Mr. Max Sand later on, and maybe some other friends of the show.
Giving offense is essential. In fact, it's good.
Yes, it is. And boy, apparently I offended a few people this week. Well, we all kind of did, I guess. To start. But yeah, giving offense is essential. So welcome to the show one, and happy Thanksgiving week. Tomorrow's Turkey Day, so I'm sure we'll talk a lot about that.
Absolutely. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody.
Also, Black Friday is on Friday, and well, the economy is
In the fucking shitter.
yeah, to put it. I would say that's actually putting it, nicely. And people are like, oh, well, this is what you get with Trump and his tariffs. And it's like, well, no, I mean, the economy was shitty beforehand.
Yep, he inherited it from fucking Biden, jackasses.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, even if, like, I'm at the point where, like, even if the tariffs aren't aren't helping, which, like, I could maybe concede to the left that that's the case. It's kind of like, well, like, you guys don't have any good plan to, like, revive the economy either. So
For the last, 8 to 12 years, we've seen nothing from the Democrats, but Trump is bad. Did you know Orange Man is bad? Hey, did you know that Orange Man is bad? Orange Man is bad!
yeah, and then when we were complaining when we were complaining at the price of eggs, during Biden's administration,
Orange Man is bad!
yeah, it was, but we don't have enough diverse women in positions of power. But now that Trump's in office, it's like, hey, how about them eggs, guys? And it's like, yeah.
Maybe they should have given a shit when their guy was in office. Oh, wait, Orange Man is bad.
Yeah. So anyway, the economy may be in the in the shitter or in the tank, or whatever you want to, however you want to clarify it. But I have good news, ladies and gentlemen. our Black
Buy the
Friday
book.
deals this weekend are pretty unbelievable, if I do say so myself. We have for you, ladies and gentlemen, Blood Ties Volume 1, or Volume 2, I should say, newly released.
Nice.
Um, and we also have Volume 1 available for purchase too. And the entire Shadows of Deception saga as well. And this starting on Friday, all ebooks from American Instinct Publishing, that's my publishing imprint, are $2.99 each through Monday. So
Cool.
you can get all my books in ebook format for $2.99, and then like the first Shadows of Deception book is actually only $1.99, and then same with Blood Ties Volume 1. So if you haven't gotten into the series yet, now is the time to do so. So anyway, really appreciate all of you who support the book, and yeah, thanks for supporting us. Also, a big shout out to all the people who tune in to the Monday shows as well. And well, we've also gotten a lot of traction with the show on YouTube. We're at almost like 840 now, which is, hey, that might not seem like a lot to some, but that's like 10 more. That's 10 more subscribers than we had when the show got banned. So very happy about that.
That's cool.
So anywho, more. Let's just kind of dive into the main topic. What are your favorite Thanksgiving traditions?
Um,
Uh
we go when my grandparents were around, we would go to the grandparents. But now it's at mom's house, so it's my mom, my stepfather, and us four kids, and now us four kids plus the little dude going to mom's tomorrow, and we'll just do some turkey, do some ham, do some form of like stuffed shells or manicotti.
Now, does more help with like deep frying turkeys?
I don't think we've ever had a deep fried turkey. We've just had the normal traditional turkey in a pan, put in the oven all day, and slowly permeates the smell.
Yeah, I that which believe me, that's a really nice that's a great smell. I in fact right now.
And it's usually combined with my birthday as well, because usually my birthday is either my birthday is every 4 years on Thanksgiving. This year it's on Black Friday, and also my sister's fiance, his uh, birthday is a day before, so we're literally celebrating Turkey Day plus two birthdays.
So if your birthday is on Black Friday, then I have to ask, and happy early birthday, sir.
Thank you, sir.
So do people just wait until Black Friday to get you gifts then?
Oddly enough, I don't think that's ever happened.
Uh yeah, that's good at least, like.
Usually, I get my birthday gifts or whatever, even when I was younger on Turkey Day,
Oh, nice.
just because that's when we're all together, so it just made sense.
Yeah, that's like that's the weird thing of, like, having, like, your birthday so close to, like, Christmas is, like, uh
I would absolutely hate being a Christmas baby, but love being a turkey baby.
yeah. Well, that's the case. That's kind of the case with my uncle and my late uncle and my dad. My late uncle was born on, December 24th, actually. So, like, yeah,
Poor guy. He kind of got gypped.
yeah, he really got, gypped, and, of course, my grandfather, always liked to make the corny joke, "Well, my wife got what she wanted for Christmas," you know, all those years ago. So, yeah, that was always kind of the running joke. But yeah, like my birthday's in January, so like there's a
A little
little
bit of
bit
space there.
there's a little bit of a space, although uh in more recent years it's been like close enough to where like people kind of combine
Right.
Christmas and birthday gifts. So
And that kind of happens when you get older.
yeah. So,
What about you and your Thanksgiving traditions there, sir?
well, um, when I was living, in Colorado, still growing up, uh, I would alternate Thanksgivings between my mom's and my, uh, dad's, and just kind of depending on, like the custody arrangement and who had me. And that could kind of be fun, but it also kinda got to be tiresome after a while, so, you know, uh, didn't necessarily enjoy that, but, since I've been an adult and pretty much lived here in Florida, I mean, we, uh we, our we initially, when we first moved here, we, just had, like, a small Thanksgiving, just, like, the 4 of us, me, my mom, my stepdad, and myself,
Nice.
and my grandmother. But, as the years have progressed, like, we've invited some neighbors into our, home who don't, like, have family
That's nice.
close by. So, yeah, it's nice. So we're getting, a few people, uh, one of whom is my next door neighbor, Richard, who might be watching this. I did send him the link to the stream, so, shout out to Richard if you're, watching. Uh, and, yeah, as far as, like, we like to do the oven turkey. My stepdad did do, like, a deep fried turkey back in Colorado, like, a long time ago. Um, but he was actually smart about it, so, he didn't have to go to the hospital, nor did he, like, ruin our driveway like so many
That's good.
people do. Um, and then pumpkin pie and, Hazen dog ice cream is, for dessert and whatnot. So, and then I always kick off the Christmas season by watching Die Hard immediately after, and yes, it
It is
is
a
a
Christmas movie.
it is a Christmas week, damn it, and I will die on the hill.
Same here.
So, the only
Welcome to the party, pal.
Sam's not allowed to die on a hill.
He might roll off.
That's right.
Greetings, Max.
I am alive, I swear.
I thought maybe the Turkey army had gotten to you.
Not quite yet, and we're gonna feast in victory on their smarmy little turkey asses. Cause I got 2 turkeys. Christopher Turkwell and and Johnny Turk. He also goes by Jack Turkey.
Has he read any?
We also got a ham. It's just called Ralph.
I thought the ham would be DSP.
No, it's not plump enough.
Well,
Plus,
yeah.
it wasn't the most expensive ham, so it can't be DSP.
well, he claims to have lost weight recently, so
Yeah, I bet.
Extra doubt, all right, fellas.
facts because we've seen those moves.
I don't know, Mort. I don't know. That Asmongold interview kind of makes me question why you spend so much time on him.
Because he's a lockout. That's why.
Fair enough. I don't see it, you know? Like, I do, but like, I just don't see the funny in it.
The first 15, 20 minutes was fine, and then Asmongold just didn't push.
I mean, he did. He asked all the questions chat would have wanted and all the questions I would have had. Is there questions that he didn't ask that you would have?
He hit the questions, but he didn't follow up on the questions because all of the questions that DSP answered those answers are known to be lies.
Okay, but like he's answered those questions before and
Yes.
we got the same thing. So I can understand being disappointed by that. But for a guy that didn't know shit about it, I think that he has some valid gripes, does DSP.
To be fair, from what I saw, it was a harder hitting interview that
it was better than the Quarterings interview.
Yeah, well, here's the thing, right? Like he says, when it comes to like begging, yeah, of course, everybody knows he's like a cam whore. I think maybe you're not familiar with Asmongold's like style, but generally he just lets people hang themselves in those situations, and that's pretty much what he did. Because you came out of it thinking that Phil did a shitty job of explaining anything in a way that would make you happy, which he knew that was going to happen anyway. So what is the point of following up is my question. Because you know what he's going to do. He's going to fucking weasel out of it and not really answer it.
right.
But Asmon is familiar enough with him that he could have pulled up clips to hang himself.
But he doesn't want to hang him. He's very clear about that. He wants to use him for content and laugh at him, and he doesn't think that he's that bad. And I actually don't either.
Well, in the grand scheme of things, he's not bad. It's the constant give me money that annoys people.
Yeah, Cantwell does that too. By the way, Sam, Cantwell is now in jail. I wanted to get that out of the way.
Already?
I did see that.
Yeah. I don't have all the details yet. I'll do a stream probably after the holiday about it. Nice. When I get more, like people are coming out to talk to me about different things privately. There's a lot to this story, but the short version is I go on Kiwi Farms and they say Cantwell's doing a podcast where he's essentially grooming a child into a weird political ideology. And I'm like, how the fuck no way, right? But he was. Right. So he did a 30-minute interview with somebody else's kid, and he talks about all these hot button issues like gender, race. He says that pastors are telling people, this is a 6-year-old he's talking to, by the way. Pastors are telling everyone to kill themselves and all this stuff. And apparently people on Telegram saw this and reported to child services, which is wild because I thought they were all like libertarians up there that cared about this, but apparently people were so unnerved by this podcast. I haven't heard it, Sam, and I won't either, because it contains all kinds of identifiable information about these children and the family's home and things. And I don't, just because they opened their home to Christopher Cantwell and used him for child care service as well as marriage counseling doesn't mean I want people to bother them, because I think that anybody can make a mistake and learn from it. And it seems maybe they have. But the long short of it is that Chris Cantwell is now in jail awaiting his trial on 6 felony counts of trafficking in Massachusetts. He also has a pending charge in New Hampshire for felony strangulation. And his next court date is January 6th, ironically enough. So, that's the short version. Christopher Cantwell, there's a locale. See, that's why I guess that's why I'm a little like desensitized to something like DSP, right? Because Chris Cantwell's slogan is "fuck you, pay me." Like, DSP tries to pretend he's not a beggar. Chris Cantwell just begs.
Well, and actually, the one thing that has resulted as a result of the Edwin Gold interview is DSP claims that he's actually going to stop begging. Flat out said, as long as you guys continue to support me, I'm willing to stop begging. But the question is, how long is that going to last?
It's not. He's wired that way, and he sees that I mean, Johnny Fox is the same way. It's actually a lot of guys like this. That's, I guess, why I find him so boring.
But
I did want to point out, if we're gonna talk about it at all, I wanted to point out what I meant by I think he has some valid gripes, and I actually think Mort would agree with me on some of them. Like the fact that people restream his content raw. That's fucked up, dog.
Oh yeah, not a fan of raw film at all. At least wait until fuckers off air.
This type of shit gives him like his perceived martyr status that he leans on. So if you're gonna fucking actually do wrong to him, you're an asshole.
Right. The only thing that I'm gonna say as far as the live stuff is he has this habit of clipping out his quote unquote begments. So record those, but don't do the entire stream.
I mean, hey, if you're clipping it, the thing about clips is it's, you could argue it's not transformative enough, but regardless, unless you're actually editing something, and I know a lot of channels, they do edit the fuck out of Phil's videos. Right. That's the only ones I'd ever seen is edited shit, right? But if you're restreaming anybody just raw, you're an asshole.
Absolutely.
Yeah. That's what I meant by he's got some valid beefs. I also think he did get targeted a little bit by cancel culture. In fact, I think the way he put it, he said people that don't like him used cancel culture to screw with him. I think that's true.
Specifically with Twitch, absolutely.
Mm-hmm. And I think that's fucked up too. The problem with a guy like him, I'm not sitting here defending Phil. He's a fucking loser. What I'm saying is people got to stop giving him ammunition to pretend he's a martyr. Because he uses every little bit they give him. And that's why I found the detractor thing as cringe as Phil most of the time.
Speaking of martyrs, Max, apparently people on the internet are really stupid.
Did you don't say, Sam. Tell me more.
Did you? Well, apparently people like really took offense to us, which I love because it's right to offend, right? But people took.
Hey, is it about how many dicks Candace Owens has sucked, or something else?
Yeah, yes, it's that specifically because
look, I just think the public has a right to know.
I made a clip.
I'm just asking questions, Sam.
No, I'm asking. Well, apparently, so I clipped that stream and made a short out of it.
You can't ask those types of
because you know, in order to promote videos now and podcasts, like you do clips and you do shorts specifically, right? So that short got 1,000 views.
Nice. Oh,
and
1,000 people saw me slut shame Candace Owens. That's impressive.
Well, I mean, not just you. I was
That's
there
true.
too.
You also slut shamed Candace Owens.
I've been slut.
And by the way, I doubt he's gonna apologize, and I'm not, because she slut shamed Erica Kirk.
Yes.
For no reason. For what? Hugging somebody at an event like celebrities always do? Yeah. It's a celebrity thing to, oh, yes, I love you, but they don't mean it. Yes, that happens all the fucking time.
Yes,
It doesn't mean you wanted to murder your husband. That is retarded.
Yeah, it doesn't. Just because you're hugging JD Vance doesn't mean you're having an affair with JD. With JD Vance either. See, this is the reason why I say people are retarded.
Right.
Is we were doing a bit, you guys, and you guys fell for the bit. We were doing Candace's bit to Candace.
Oh no, I'm just an asshole. I'm sorry for the misconceptions here. No, I just think she's a detestable human being.
Well, no,
unironically, without any bit. I think Candace Owens is a piece of shit.
I think she. I agree, but
so for those people that are offended, I'm really sorry that you're a pussy.
See, the thing with it is I was doing a bit, but I also wasn't doing a bit because, like you, I think she's an asshole, and I think being an asshole is her shtick.
Right? Yeah, she's a provocateur. I mentioned a few weeks ago, Sam, and I even linked you guys a video. The channel is called Spark Up, and it is a channel on YouTube that does a lot of like media analysis from a Black perspective, and it really heavily focuses on the show The Boondocks. And they recently did.
Oh, I love that channel, actually.
Yeah, I'm a big fan. It is leftist stuff, and if you're triggered by hearing a leftist tell you their perspective raw, then you're a pussy too, by the way. But because I find very little to disagree with on some of his major points, his major contentions. And I find a lot of his critical analysis to be right on point with what the show's trying to say. And Aaron Magruder, the creator of the Boondocks, is a leftist, so it's going to have overt leftist overtones. It's influenced heavily by Malcolm X, as am I. So I like that show. It's one of my favorite animated shows ever. I think they really did something phenomenal. And so the breakdown was that the characters on the show each represent a Black mindset after slavery. And they went through the different Black mindsets after slavery, and then they compared them to Candace Owens. And the consensus, I think, that the audience came to, as well as the creator there, was, and me too, was that she is Grandpa on the Boondocks. Now, if you're not familiar with Grandpa Freeman from the Boondocks, basically Grandpa's character is the survivor. This is the society, and if white people are mean to us, we need to learn to deal with that and work around it to get what we want. I'm a survivalist. I'm going to do whatever I need to do, even if it's rubbing my nose in the dirt sometimes. For example, the series starts out famously. The first scene in the whole series is one of the funniest jokes you'll ever see, right? Is there's a garden party, and Huey, the main character, Grandpa's grandson, is narrating. And he says, I have this dream about this. It's a prophetic dream about a garden party. And I get up there and I tell the white people the truth. And then he just gets up to the mic and he says, Jesus was black, Ronald Reagan is the devil, and 9/11 was an inside job. And then the white people just start losing their minds. And then Grandpa wakes him up from this dream, right? And he says, boy, you been dreaming about telling white people the truth? You best not even dream about telling white. I'm going to go find a white person and lie to him right now. And it's just, that's Grandpa's mindset in a nutshell, right? But that's Candace in a nutshell too, in that she's gonna whatever she has to say to get the attention in this attention economy to make herself popular. But people act like, I'm sorry if I'm ranting, Sam.
No, I carry on.
Nope.
I have a rant too, by the way, about this, since we're kind of going.
Yeah, she sees what's popular and she knows what's, controversial, and she always see, this is how you can tell people like her Richard Spencer, Nick Fuentes, there's others, on and on and on, where every time there's a topic that comes up, every single time, they fall on the most controversial, most outrageous position. Isn't that weird how that would happen?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's totally weird how that would happen. It's not
Like, you
like
throw 15 issues at you, Sam, and I bet you about 10 of them you're going to come with a pretty normal opinion about, right?
yeah,
But these people, it's I always if literally look at Nick Fuentes as a perfect example. If the prevailing predominant opinion on the right is that monogamy is good and marriage is good, he says that it's gay. Why?
yes,
What possible reason could you have for attacking the institution of marriage if you call yourself a Christian man? You could say that there's a corruption within the state legalized version of marriage, and I have been very vocal about that for years, actually. I do agree. I don't think the state has any business regulating people's relationships, actually. And I think the contract people sign should be between them and not defined by the state. Regardless, we live in a fucking society, bottom text. But he just happens to be on, and Candace is this way too. Ann Coulter tends to be this person. Tucker's this person now, where they always have the controversial opinion, and it's because people click on the controversial video title.
yeah, yep.
Frankly, Sam, one of the biggest problems you have is that you're kind of wired towards media titles that aren't controversial, right? Because you're an old school guy.
Yeah.
We don't clickbait the way other people clickbait, generally speaking.
We don't yellow journalism.
All of the outrageous, all of like the really outrageous stuff that I put out, quote unquote, is like I write it in my fiction books where they belong in fiction.
Well, I'm
I
not
don't
going to deny that we have had some contrarian opinions on this show, the Candace thing apparently being one of them. But
yeah, and I have a,
it's not because we're attracted to contrarian opinions, it's because we're independent minded.
yeah, and I have a
More often than not, you find our opinion, and if you were to go watch what are people considering like normie commentators in this day and age, like Asmongold, you're not going to find too much difference between the shit we say and what he says, except that he's a little farther left than us.
right. Or
I actually just watched a great video. Check it out yourself. The new Shoe on Head video where she criticizes Democrats from the left.
yeah.
We're open to different minds and different discussions and ideas. And so we are open to controversial topics, but we don't necessarily just come to those opinions because we're not clickbaiting. But Candace Owens, his whole career is clickbait. Even before she was on the right, her career was built on, hey, they said mean words to me in high school and I sued. Then it was, I'm going to build a bully doxing app, right? Her whole life has been controversy. She's going to keep saying crazy shit. I don't pay attention to her, but since people are making me comment on her, I'm going to comment on her the same way that she commented on Erica Kirk, with nothing but disrespect.
Well, so I have a hot take.
See, now we're in those one at a time. Sam's got a hot take. Go ahead, Sam.
So
Hot take.
So all right, so
Edgy Sam time. Let's go.
so she's made this whole she supposedly has documents that like the French government was trying to assassinate her now, which is
The French government. That's the funniest part to me. The French. Why would the French go? Now, go on, Sam.
which is stupid and retarded, and yeah, we could talk about that. But okay, even if that's true, I kind of don't care, and I would even say that she's kind of brought it on herself, actually, because her spreading rumors about Charlie Kirk's assassination has obstructed, like, she's interfering with actual like police and FBI investigations
This
into
is the lesson, Sam. I want people to take this week because that's also the lesson from the Cantwell story. This is why I don't want people to bother with that family, But that family, by putting yourself in these controversial type people's worlds in some way, shape, or form, you create these overly dramatic situations like this. That's exactly what's happening here, right? You can't touch the poop. And people say, well, but Max, you talk about Cantwell and you stream about him. And yeah, but I don't have any contact with him or anybody that contacts him. All my information comes from like fourth hand sources.
Don't touch the poo.
I showed on the last Sam, the last stream we did about Cantwell was a bit much. This next one, you should join me because there won't be any disgusting pornography in it as far as I'm aware. But if you look back to the first one I did this year with my wife and we talked about everything, in there I showed a video, which was the last time I've ever had a conversation with Chris Cantwell, and it took place in 2016 or 2015 maybe.
Oh yeah, I think I was there for that part of it.
And what's crazy is in that I was saying that, your buddy looking like he's inappropriate with kids, that buddy being Ian Bernard, or AKA Ian Freeman, his fake name. Ian Bernard was being looked at for child pornography distribution, right? And he's trying to tell me not to say anything about that, not to report on it on our stream, essentially. And I'm like, fuck that shit. He got raided by the feds, bro. This is actual news.
Oof.
And then he said, because this is going to implicate me and all this stuff. I flash forward. Now, here's the other thing about him, Sam. He projects, right? And then he does. So he started by hating gay people. Really, really hated gay people. Now he's gay. He hated drug addicts. Now he's a meth addict. He hated alcoholics. Now he's an alcoholic. You see what I'm saying?
Well, yeah.
Last year, he's been talking nonstop about pedophiles. And now he's doing podcasts where he actually made a statement on Telegram. He said children and drugs are basically the same thing for him.
That's dark.
Yeah. That is really fucking dark.
And
he wonders why people called the authorities, right? Like, I saw that and I'm like, yeah, no shit, people call the authorities.
Well, I mean, Candace has kind of done the same thing, right? She's
brought more mainstream attention from people that didn't know she was crazy to the fact that she's crazy. Like my wife.
Well,
before that, like, oh, I see her sometimes. She says something I like. Now everything she knows about Candace Owens is like, this lady's crazy.
From day one, Max, she was trying to say that that she was somehow like tied to the Charlie Kirk assassination. That the same people who were gunning for Charlie were gunning for her. And now that she's supposedly actually getting like actual death threats, most people, myself included, are kind of like, well, congratulations. A, I don't believe you, but even so, if that is true, you kind of this is kind of what you wanted.
I get so sick of I got death threats. Sam, you've gotten death threats.
Yeah.
We're nobody. We've gotten death threats. I've gotten death threats on like record from fucking notable people like Cantwell.
Facts.
So like, I am so sick and tired of like, I had death threats. Oh, I'm a victim. Listen to everything I have to say. No, I'm not surprised you have death threats with some of the shit you're saying about a man who was killed's widow.
Yeah, that's pretty much all I said on this tweet too. Would you care to provide links to these receipts? You wanted to put yourself at the center of the Charlie Kirk assassination and turn into a warped Jason Bourne conspiracy, and that's all it is. It's like a Tom Clancy. It's gotten to like Tom Clancy levels of conspiracy.
If she really wants to get the word out, she should do what you do and write it into a fictionalized book, but just write exactly what she thinks happens. I bet it'd be a bestseller because it's a pretty stupidly wild story.
Yeah, it is so.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it is so incredibly raw. her story reads like a spy thriller novel. It's gotten that insane.
Can I
So I'm like,
go out on a limb as to what I think's going on specifically with her, Sam?
other than she's having like a major crash out.
Well, but there's a reason I think it's happening. She's talking to AI about this. I think she's got AI psychosis.
Oh yeah, so you. Oh yeah, well, I mean, I guess cyber psycho is real.
No, it is.
Yep.
Oh my
Yeah.
God. What is his name? It's Eddie something on YouTube. Yo, I'll tell you what, I'm gonna get together a playlist of videos about AI psychosis, because that shit is not only real, but like it's passe. Like it's already known about and they're already trying to adjust for it. It's not like a secret thing that's gonna happen. People actually go crazy by talking to AI too much. It gasses them up and their brain is just so happy with the dopamine hits that it never wants it to end, so they believe anything the AI says. Guys have left their wives. Women are marrying their phone. Like that's psychosis. And I think that she's running these conspiracy theories through an AI, and she's suffering a similar fucking malady.
So we can't get robo arms from Cyberpunk 2077.
Just
or
cyber psychosis. That's it. We don't get any of the cool shit.
Yep, just the bad shit.
And we also get people openly like shooting members of law enforcement in the military. That's from Cyberpunk too. Are we gonna talk about my prayers with the 2 National Guardsmen who were shot today in DC. That is a terrible thing, and I hope the party or parties responsible seek the full vengeance of the law. Just wanted to put that out there, Sam.
Yeah.
We stand with our men and women in uniform here, and an attack on National Guardsmen is an attack on the country.
Yeah. Dark, you know, it the bullshit never ends.
It doesn't, but you know, we got to be thankful for shit, and that's why we take a day for that purpose.
Yeah. And on
First
that
thing,
note,
Sam, when you're enjoying your turkey and I'm enjoying mine, Mort's gonna enjoy his, and Cantwell will be enjoying his turkey too in the county jail.
Probably getting stuffed.
Oh, there's some turkey stuffing going on in that county jail now that Cantwell's there. He's the gay Nazi.
Well, he is
saying something because they're all gay, but he's actually known for it.
Well, he's a gay literature author too, so
that's right.
But anyway, on that note, before you came on, I was asking more about his Thanksgiving traditions.
Oh yeah, what's Thanksgiving in the Mort house like? I'm sorry, I missed it. If you said it all already, never mind.
Well, it used to be at Grandma's house. Now it's typically at Mom's house with Mom, stepdad, and us 4 kids. Now 4 kids plus little dude, and normal turkey, ham, stuffing, typically either stuffed shells or manicotti.
Oh right. Because your blood's made of spaghetti sauce. I forgot that.
Yes.
That's a fun fact, fun anatomy fact, Sam, that people might not know.
Yeah, that Italian-American thing in the holidays.
Yeah, if you're Italian enough, your blood is actually part spaghetti sauce.
Yes, I know this firsthand.
Like,
actually,
you can distill it and get actually tomato paste out of it.
I bleed ragu, Max.
Yeah, see, and I cough up mashed potatoes.
Yeah, I'm sure you do.
That's That's right.
So
you can always trust an Italian, though.
Well, but yeah, you can trust us.
Right. As long as you don't turn your back.
No. Why do you? Well, I mean, folks. Why do you think Max is always looking at me?
And John and all our family.
I love Thanksgiving, Sam. I'm thankful to not be Chris Cantwell. I'm thankful that he's in jail where he can no longer influence other people's children. I'm thankful that the people that alerted the authorities because they saw concerning stuff online, especially considering that they're mostly libertarian types and don't like law enforcement, but even they thought that this was a bit much. That's a good thing. You guys did a good thing for once. Libertarians, good job. It's okay to call the cops when a guy might be, doing inappropriate things with children.
Yeah.
Nobody likes that. Nobody's okay with it. And so I'm thankful for that. And I did want to, talk about that a little bit because it's sort of gloating because I knew he'd end up back in jail. I'd said he wouldn't make bail. He claims that none of the rehab places would work with him. But he said in his own thing, I'll show this on the stream later, but he said he told them he didn't want treatment, that he doesn't think he has any problems with drugs, so they can't ethically treat him, right?
Says, I mean, that's little like every drug addict says, though, right?
Right, and so, well, but he's not court ordered into their program. He's just court ordered to go find a program. So they're going to decline you if you say shit like that, right? And then he says, they made it impossible for me to... No, you just had to tell him you want to treat... You just have to accept help, Chris. Man, his whole life would be easier if he just accepted the help of... They'd probably give him some kind of sweetheart plea deal if he did like one right thing, like was a good boy for one day of his life. But he can't do it. But I'm a good boy most days, Sam. Not if you ask my wife, obviously, but for me. And so I'm thankful that I have my son who is 10 this year, my beautiful wife, and we're going to have a lovely Thanksgiving. We got 2 turkeys and a ham. I'm going to mash some taters. I got my squash that she made sure I got to get.
I got 2 of them. We
got pie. She's gonna make pumpkin pie. We got cornbread, brownies, and all kinds of fun stuff. And the boy is very happy. And so we're gonna have a wonderful Thanksgiving, being thankful for being alive and making it through another tough year.
Yeah. I'm thankful for, I mean, there's a lot to be thankful for. Getting the sincere stuff out of the way, I'm thankful first and foremost for my mom, who may or may not be watching later. And my
biggest shout out to Sam's mom, by the way.
Biggest shout out.
That's what an actual hero is like.
She and my stepdad are my rock, at this point, and my grandmother too, who is 91, and still with us and still very healthy.
I bet you she's thankful.
Oh yes. She's the one I mentioned, shares a birthday with Charlie Kirk. So as well. So October 14th. So I'm thankful for my family and for my friends, you guys included, and
well, I'm very thankful for the opportunity to sit on the show and shoot the shit with you, and
right back at you, fellas.
And spend a couple great years of it, and hopefully many more. I got the Tim Awards for this year already in the works, Sam.
Nice. And I'm thankful for all the guests we've had on and for the people who tune in.
Yo, this Monday's episode with Sam was really good.
With my
Talked
buddies
about
High.
fighting.
Yeah.
Awesome stuff. Talked to a coach, MMA and other combat sports coach. Great stuff, Sam. One of the more fun interviews you've done in a while.
Yeah, he's actually one of my best friends who I've known since middle school. Actually, so yeah, I've known Ty for like almost 18 years at this point. Basically, as long as I've been doing the show, I've known him. So yeah, we go back a long ways. Big shout out to him as well. So love you, Ty. Wish you were here with me in Florida, but thanks for trying to hold Colorado together at least. You know what else?
That was a great interview, though. I highly recommend everybody check that one out.
I encourage you to. You know what else I'm thankful for, Max? I'm thankful that that I was able to order. So I contributed ice cream for Thanksgiving this year for dessert, and I had it delivered to the house, and I'm thankful that the Grubhub driver
didn't film your penis.
Yes, exactly.
Anytime you get a delivery and they don't film your penis is a good day.
Yeah, I mean,
being charged.
Yeah, I mean the lady, and I mean it was a woman who also delivered. So, it was nice that she delivered the ice cream, and I said, "Oh, thank you." Happy
It was weird
holidays.
that you had your penis out. I'm not gonna lie.
Well, no, because it was like 9 a.m. It was like 10 a.m. and I was wearing pants. So, it would be weird. It would be it would be weird if it would be weird if I wasn't wearing pants at 10 a.m. So,
Yeah, let's be real. It's weird for you to wear pants unless you're leaving the house, huh?
yeah.
Yeah.
I
mean, it's just more comfortable that way. Who else? If the him with the first no pantsless stays in home and cast the first stone, right?
Yeah.
I'm pantsless right now. No, I'm not. That's a lie. I walked in front of the camera when I sat down, so everybody's gonna know that's a lie.
Yeah.
But it could be true.
Well,
we don't.
The camera was off, baby.
I could be dark side filling it right now. How would you know? Well, I guess because my hands are up.
Well, we don't even.
Camera was on the whole time.
Well, we don't even know if Mort wears pants.
But like machines don't indecently expose themselves. He's a civilized machine, Sam.
That's what you think. Have you seen my timeline lately?
He's becoming sentient.
I was gonna say.
No, it's true. He'd be starting all kind. I'm quiet. I'm all busy lately. It's sick. I didn't even know Cantwell was doing anything until I looked at Kiwi Farms, and I'm like, oh shit, this is crazy.
Yeah,
I guess I got a tweet.
So I'm thankful for Grubhub drivers. I'm thankful for.
Oh, you didn't use DoorDash? Why is that, Sam?
Because Grubhub is included with Amazon Prime, so
Also, you didn't want someone to film your dick.
Well, yeah, that too. And let's be honest, in Florida, there's more than a chance of that. Like, there's actually a good chance of in Florida
Well, we
of
already know with you, they're not even trying to look at your dick. We already know they love the feet for some fucked up reason. They're always
yes,
asking to see your fucking feet.
Take all the fucking feet pics you want.
I don't get it, but that's what they want, right? Yeah, give
yeah,
them what they want.
yeah.
We should make a whole channel since that's what people want. We should make a whole channel where you just try on shoes.
We should make Sammy an OnlyFans with feet pics.
That's right. And if they want a new video, they have to buy you a new pair of shoes.
Yeah.
And then you can have a shoe goal like Dark Side Phil.
Yeah. I should should ask them to buy me Jordans just so that
Well,
like
you could ask for whatever. This is the beauty of the shoe fund. Yeah, ask for whatever shoe you want, and until they fucking fill your cup up with enough for the shoes, they don't get nothing. And you get to chastise them and tell them that they should be donating.
so that's what we're doing wrong. Then.
Yeah, no, we are completely wrong. We don't
need to
shamelessly-
hold the audience
Sam,
hostage and fucking berate everybody until they give
you
us
have
fucking
not
money.
shilled your book once since I've been here, sir.
Oh, I actually
He shilled it before you got here.
I actually
Fair
did.
enough.
No, but I do. Thank you for reminding me because I
Blood
do.
ties too, motherfucker.
Because I do want to let Max. I do want to let you know, Max, that Blood Ties Volume 2, along with all of the other books published by American Instinct Pulps, starting this Friday, are on sale for $2.99 each
Ladies
on
and gentlemen,
Kindle.
Crazy Sam is having a crazy sale at his crazy book emporium. Sam,
Pretty
these
mu-
prices are crazy.
Pretty much. Well, as Mort and I said, the economy is kind of in the shitter, so rather than do a
Rather
half-ass,
than hanging yourself because of the economic depression, you should pick up a copy of Blood Ties 2.
yes, and also Shadows of Deception also on sale, and Night of the Vigilante, which is also on sale, and
Damn, bro. That's the whole franchise.
the whole franchise as far as the ebooks, they're all on sale. And pro tip too, you can usually get like a refurbished Kindle Paperwhite for $40 on Black Friday. So yeah, if you want to get,
So that's Crazy Sam's Crazy Book Emporium is having a crazy sale, and with these crazy prices, it's not going to be long before they lock him up.
well they end
Because
on,
this is insane, Sam.
it is. Well, not as
We're going to lose our hat.
Well, it's not as insane as
Don't tell them to buy more books. It's going to put us out of business with deals like this.
Well, buy the book on Black Friday through Cyber Monday. And the deal may be crazy, Max, but it's still not as crazy as Candace Owens running things through Chat GPT. So
That's true. And it's not even close to as crazy as Christopher Cantwell.
So, as far as other things I'm thankful
Hey, did you see that Fuentes has already turned on Tucker?
Yes.
Not a surprise.
That's funny. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Sam. I just wanted to throw that one out there.
I did see that, and also I saw that in turn, rather than turning on Tucker, rather than turning on Fuentes, Tucker then turned on the Heritage Foundation guy who defended him, because that's totally what friends do, right? That this guy Kevin Roberts was supposedly like a college buddy or something of Tucker,
Who needs friends when you can make drama-based money off of the attention economy, Sam?
Right.
I mean, eventually, you and I are gonna go at it, right? That's how this works.
Well,
And I'm gonna say, I'm gonna do the big reveal about like you're secretly in a wheelchair,
oh yeah.
and you're gonna do
Because
the big reveal about how all along I was actually retarded.
yeah.
And
Oh
then
wait, we
Mort's gonna not want to take sides, and he's gonna be like, I don't know, man.
no Mort's
Try to
going
be
to
nice to everybody.
Mort's going to be the biggest one and just do a face reveal just because.
I told
Okay,
you,
but
Sam.
like, you
I
think
will face
anybody
reveal when
actually
I
wants to
walk.
see just a circuit board, Sam? The fuck?
I mean, hey, people are curious.
I'm gonna
So
tell you, I'm gonna set up a camera. I'm gonna put it on a fucking motherboard, and we're gonna say that's him.
that would be hilarious. That would,
Well, it's just like I don't know. Leave Mort alone.
I am I'm thankful I'm thankful
Yeah,
for
try.
I'm thankful for the Iranian bots who who told me that my videos sucked and got no views and then catapulted them to like 1,000.
Yeah, thanks for like getting us into the bottom of the algorithm. See, we weren't even in it before. So good job.
Yeah. Yeah,
Maybe
great.
they're manually searching for anything about certain topics and just bombarding them with comments. Is that what that's probably what's happening, right?
Yeah, they're looking for anyone who is like, "Oh,
Well, do it more. Uh
I'm
if
think
Israel wants to pay me $7,000, I will say they're great.
yes."
Clip that.
Well,
Get
well,
that online.
well, Max, what you don't know is this whole entire show.
Wait, that's not the full statement though, Sam. If Hamas wants to give me $7,000, I'll say they're great.
Fair enough.
Mm-hmm. If Russia wants to give me $7,000, I'll say they're great. Now, China, I draw the line because they're commies. I don't need your dirty commie
So you're not
fuck
Hassan
money.
then.
Well, I'm pretty sure that Tucker already took yours. Oh wait. Oh wait, no, that's Qatar. Never mind. You didn't want money from Qatar.
You know
From
why they
Qatar.
always yell about Israel shills, though? Is because, like, Nazis can't afford shills. So, like, I would say if the Nazis wanted to pay me $7,000 to say they're good, but, like, they literally can't afford it. So it's kind
Yeah.
of mean. It's like picking on a poor retarded kid.
Well, also,
Bad enough he's retarded. He's also poor. Why would you pick on him?
I mean, they're all gay.
I'm saying you shouldn't pick on poor retarded kids. Not that you should.
I mean, you know, they're
Why
all.
do you hate poor retarded kids?
I
What
don't.
did they ever do?
I
What did
mean,
they ever do to you?
Nick
Is it because
Fuentes.
they're poor or because they're retarded? Or is it the combination of the two?
I suggest you shut your mouth and think before you open it again and say something that is going to result in you getting hit with something heavy, thick, and will hurt.
But he'd like it, Maxine.
Comprende?
No
That's just
hablo,
to make sure
no hablo inglés.
that I'm serious. Okay?
Hola, ¿cómo estás? Evoco es
Hold
the
on.
Whitfield
How's that?
What happened?
All right, you're tuned again.
No hablo inglés.
Okay, so she hit the switch back to English. That's good.
Everybody having a happy Thanksgiving.
I am like I was saying, Max. I'm thankful for I'm thankful for Israel, and not for the reasons you might think. I'm thankful that just saying Israel will put us in the algorithm. And so Israel.
October 7th. Gaza.
Jews.
Free Palestine.
Jews are awesome.
Allahu Akbar. What other algorithm? You know, I was thinking, Sam, here'd be a funny list.
Hummus.
I was doing all these top 10 lists, and I realized nobody likes my top 10 lists because they're not AI slob. So the next time I do one, I'm just going to have AI, and I'm going to say, hey, AI, tell me 10 things you would put on a list that's retarded. And we'll see. We'll make an AI slop list and see if people like it better than mine.
We should, that would be an interesting experiment, because can AI...
They can't make one like mine. They could probably make one like everybody thought I was trying to do, like a David Letterman list, but that shit's gay. That was like I was making fun of that.
Yeah, I also wonder...
In case you didn't get the joke, I was making fun of boomer top 10 lists. Sorry, people didn't get it. It went above their head.
Well, as we have found out, even my humor goes above people's. A lot of my humor goes around people's heads. So.
I'll go gummy.
Do we have? Oh, so now we're getting like a gummy sponsor. We should have a gummy sponsor, actually, Max. That's
we should get some of them pot gummies to sponsor us. That'd be dope.
Yeah, I hear that. That's all.
And MeUndies.
Yeah. Walmart, we know you want MeUndies just so you can go free balling.
Facts.
Uh-huh. So yeah, MeUndies, and then what was the CBD company that was that Mersh and Royce had?
Oh my god, yeah.
Yeah, those...
I probably, if I talk to some of the people that we know, who you would know who they are, but I don't want to say it on air. But like, we know a couple people that literally run pot companies that might even sponsor us. Here's the thing. This is a side thing. Mort might have heard of this. I guarantee you haven't. But they're going at a famous Twitch streamer because he accepted like gambling sponsorships.
Yes,
what is this puritanical bullshit?
Well, also, like, why are they going after this one guy, but they're not going after Joe Rogan for like doing a Hard Rock bet, which is the same thing?
Everybody's got some kind of fucking gambling ads now. I hate gambling. I am not a gambler at all. I do enjoy certain games, but I enjoy the game aspect of it, like poker.
Right.
Well, Cake is propped up by stake.com.
Yeah, but everybody's got the stake. Everybody's got et cetera, all these different online gambling things advertising their shit. Look, man, if you're in the business of selling ads and you think that something's immoral, I totally get that. But if you think it's immoral for somebody else to do an ad for a product, that's called tough shit.
Yeah.
Nobody's making you do the ad, and if you really think it's so immoral, then just don't watch the guy anymore. That'll make him suffer. But this idea that you can't do ads for stuff like pot You can't do ads for alcohol. You can't do ads for gambling. Who the fuck says? First of all, we are explicitly telling all of these platforms that we are an 18+ show.
Facts.
Yeah.
So I don't care who they fucking think. We're not advertising to children. We never have any intent to do that. This show is not intended for children. It never was, long before I was here, by the way.
Never will be.
And it never will be. So if we're advertising adult products that are legal to other adults and you don't like it, guess what you can do? You can kiss my fucking ass. That's what you can do. We barely advertise anything, Sam. But I see these guys going after somebody for taking a gambling sponsorship. Bitch, times is tight.
Yeah, and yeah, and I mean it also seems to be like very
I always say gambling is a tax on the stupid, but that doesn't mean I think it should be outlawed or anything like that. It's a tax on people who don't know how to do math.
Yeah, well we've had this we've had this discussion too. I mean, we might want to restrict porn so it's so it's harder for kids to get access to, but we don't want to just ban it outright because that's just going to create a black market and
it's been proven when you prohibit gambling that their black market exists.
Yeah. Same with same with drugs. The only thing with that is like I don't necessarily subscribe to the whole like libertarian utopia that like we should get like free clinics where people can shoot up.
To be fair, that's not libertarian utopia.
Oh, is that
because you said free? They would charge you to shoot up there. That's their utopia.
Okay.
Yeah. You were thinking of anarcho-commies. Anarcho-capitalists are going to be like, you can shoot up here, but you're going to have to pay for the service, And they'll be the ones to sell you the drugs too.
Yeah, and
to be fair, libertarians are already the ones selling all the drugs, pretty much. So.
Yes, yes, and it's going to be really expensive too. So, like uber expensive.
Well, it depends on the drug, right? Like the more addictive, the more expensive.
Yeah, I mean, people in Colorado though, they'll pay $60 for illegal pot. That's wild to me, but
how much pot you get for $60 in Florida illegally? Like an eighth? Because I know in Colorado, I was talking to Tim about this. In Colorado, it's $60 to $80 an eighth too. That's insane to me.
Yeah, for illegal pot in Florida, I could probably buy like a whole pillowcase of pot. Probably.
Oh, it will certainly be cheaper because a large portion of it is the tax. Yeah. That's the thing why it stays cheap in Mass is that the tax is low. The one thing we don't fucking have the highest tax ever on is pot.
Yeah.
Go figure. Massachusetts, it's because they knew that if they tax it low, they're going to get mad revenue from it anyway, so they did. And plus, they had the couple years to watch Colorado crash and burn. Colorado legalized pot has been a disaster for Colorado, no?
Oh, well, like I said, my buddy.
At least economically, in terms of taxes, it's been a disaster.
Yes, it's been a disaster, and it's created a bubble.
Yeah, their tax is at 40%, Sam. Massachusetts' tax is 7%. Now both are in addition to the sales tax of the state. But one is 40%. That's a lot. That's a pretty high percentage. So that's why you're paying $60 for an eighth, is because they're selling them essentially for like 30 or 40, and you're paying $40 in taxes, which is insane. Now an eighth out here, the cheapest cheap I've seen is like $8 plus tax, so it comes out under 10. That's for 3.5 grams of average. So like the high end eighths at the most are like 30.
Yeah, whereas like a high end eighth in Colorado would be like, I don't know, $100 to
Yeah, that's
start.
like a high end ounce at the place I go to. $100. You're getting an ounce that's like 30 or above percent THC easily. Again, and then the tax on that comes out to like what? Like 14% total with sales and pot tax.
Yeah.
And then more people buy it and they raise more tax revenue that way rather than having a really high tax and less people buy it.
Yeah. Great going, Colorado. And see,
Matter of
like,
fact, I was just there. The line was out the fucking door.
I'm sure people want to get stoned in time for.
That's why I was 20 minutes late or whatever, Sam. I apologize for that, but the line was out the fucking door.
No problem. Listen. That's the perfect time to get stoned too, right? Because like, you'll get the munchies, and then you know. And then you'll be ready to eat. So
here in upstate New York, prices at anywhere between 25 and 60, depending on where you go.
That sounds about right. You guys' tax is a bit higher too.
yeah,
Not as high as Colorado though. I know Colorado's got the highest tax.
yeah. Well,
California's close though. California's like 30 something.
Yep.
Percent.
Well,
New York's like 12, I think.
Well,
Definitely so, yeah.
Well, Florida just needs a better bill that doesn't give one company a fucking cartel.
Yeah, well,
on growing it.
Then also Florida needs a less corrupt political establishment to get that, huh?
Yeah.
It's always the way, especially when you're dealing with state and local politics, right? It's always like, we could do that if we had a less corrupt state and local politics scene, but we don't.
13%.
Yeah, I was close. 12 or 13% is a good place for a weed tax, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah,
but
it's not bad
when you get up to
considering what New York State does.
You get up to 30-40%, you cannibalize your market so much that it's basically only rich fucks who are less likely to buy it than poor people, ironically enough. So, yeah, I don't know. I got this blunt here. It's some King Louis in honor of Louis Armstrong.
Nice.
Supposedly, legendarily, that's the strain. That originates from a strain he had. The old black jazz musicians had the best weed, Sam.
That they did.
You can tell if you listen to their music. That's why it's so dope, is they were stoned out of their fucking mind going beep bop boodly beep bop boop.
Yeah, that's why Miles killed on the trumpet.
Hell yeah. Sure. Oh, you can hear how stoned he is on some of them fucking songs, man.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, I'm pretty sure he was also on LSD when he recorded Bitches Brew.
Yeah.
Too.
Sam, the AI DJ told me that I was listening to the Notorious B.A.G. this week. Now, I did not listen to Baggy Small.
Why not?
I get it. It gets a lot of Sam, But there's an elephant in the room I got to talk about. AI has a real problem saying black people's names. And it's not even just that they have weird, really out there names, like normal ass black names, and AI is like, I've never heard of this before. It's like, what, Jamal? Dude, I know 5 Jamals. What the fuck? Jamal?
Yeah.
Tyrone?
AI.
It's like Tyrone, dude. It's Tyrone. Everybody knows it's fucking Tyrone. No, Tyrone.
TT Ron.
AI.
I'm not saying AI is racist, Sam. I'm just saying it's ignorant.
Can we really say the people that program the AI are racist?
Well, they're nerds. That's probably definitely they have to be hateful, bigot Nazis, right?
So
they didn't go into dance therapy for their degree, Sam. That's evidence they're bigots.
Right.
If you went into STEM, clearly you're a bigot and a fascist.
Well, I mean, look at
even more so if you went to trade school. All right.
Well, I mean, I was gonna say, look at Craig. You know, he. I mean, the man.
Yeah,
the
and
man.
he went into STEM so hard that he's a doctor now. You know who else was a doctor, Sam? Dr. Mengele.
Yeah.
I'm not saying Craig and Dr. Mengele are the same. I'm just saying he went into the science field, and Nazis liked science.
But Craig's Jewish. So now you're doing a Tucker.
Well, I heard that Jews are Nazis too now. Does he support Israel?
Yes. I mean, well,
there you go, Dr.
yeah.
Mengele.
Yeah.
Dr. Mengele Mansfield. Hey, I've seen the crazy experiments he gets up to, all right?
Yeah, I mean, he turned, I mean, you know.
I've seen him freeze stuff and smash it, Sam. What is that? Obviously Nazi behavior.
I mean,
he's acting like Mr. Freeze in real life. Think about it.
I mean, I've...
Science is for villains, Sam.
Yeah,
that's why you won't catch me believing no scientific nonsense.
I mean,
obviously, the sun is the center of the universe.
Right.
They tell you it's the center of the galaxy and that there's other galaxies. Has anybody ever proven that shit to you, Sam?
No, they haven't, but I have to ask, do you think we, Max, do you think we went to the moon?
It depends. Is the moon made of cheese?
Yes. It's made of Swiss.
Yes.
I've been there.
Well, okay. See, then I got to take your word for it. But the problem is you got to take somebody's word for it. How do you prove that we went to the moon yourself in a bubble?
Well, first you have to stop masturbating, and then you have to watch every single video.
I will not.
On good on you. Well, see, here's the thing. Your wife can't kick you out of Christmas dinner for awkwardly yelling at the in-laws about how we didn't go to the moon.
That's true, because my father-in-law, though he may have passed and may he rest in peace, he would just be laughing and yelling with me about the moon being made of cheese. He loved such fun in driving the women folk crazy.
Oh,
The passion of both of ours, Sam. It's why we bonded.
I'm sure we
Arguing about the Bible is just a cover to drive the women crazy. Did you know this?
Yes, I actually I've learned a few things like that.
Heads or tails?
It's an eraser.
You didn't call it. Yes, you got it. It's an eraser. Okay, fine. But if I flip it and it comes up either way, it's gonna be an eraser. It's not fair.
What have we got like an eraser sponsor? That would be wild.
I think you should get sponsored by OnlyFans to do that chew thing.
I think that I mean that would be awesome.
Yeah. Sam tries shoes, and every time you hit a goal, it's a new set of shoes. They can be silly, they can be fashionable. And then you just take pictures where you try the shoes on.
You know, if we're gonna talk about sponsors that piss everyone off, I think we should just get like a Blue Chew sponsor.
Or fucking Pornhub. Do you think they would sponsor our show?
Might.
They're child traffickers. Never mind.
Yeah.
Hey guys, if you're using Pornhub, just remember that they don't actually filter out underage content very well at all.
Let's
Don't
see.
believe me? Check out New York Times article on Pornhub. I know, New York Times, but their information is accurate.
Netflix won't sponsor us anymore because
then fuck them.
They fucked up The Witcher.
I don't care. They're not going to sponsor us. I don't care if they put out a show you like. They should give us money or fuck them. Next. Microsoft. Fuck them.
Well, yeah.
Done. Next. Disney. Oh, fuck Disney. How much would they require to fucking advertise with us? I say no less than 30 grand, Sam. And then I'll say Disney's great.
I mean,
yes, it requires more for me to say Disney's good than Israel. Cry about it.
Yeah, I would.
It's 30 G's, Sam, so we could split it 3 ways because it's so distasteful to the idea of saying Disney is good that it's going to cost about 10 grand each.
I think that's very fair.
Yeah.
And I think they should give Maxine a pair of free mouse ears.
Dude, if I got 10 grand, I can buy some fucking mouse ears, Sam. See, this is why you think small potatoes sometimes, man. We need bigger.
Lifetime pass to Harry Potter World.
Lifetime pass to Harry Potter World.
Universal Studios.
Oh, make better movies. That's part of the deal.
Stop making remakes and fucking them up.
Well, Disney doesn't own Harry Potter World, so that's Orlando.
That's their problem. These are the terms, Sam. No, they're not part of Universal. That's a different company.
Well, then
Warner Brothers Universal.
All the more reason to make them do it because it's more outrageous.
That's fine. Yeah, buy us passes to somebody else's theme park next.
Yes.
Well, if we're just asking, also I would like them to pay for us to have a lifetime subscription to what one don't they have a hand in? HBO, whichever streaming service they don't own. I want them to give me that.
Paramount.
There we go. Paramount. Oh God, never mind. That's dog shit. You know, watch anything on there. Fuck. See, this is why we don't get any sponsors, Sam. I'll tell you what, though. You pay me $50 to sell your item, and I will give my all into it. How's that?
That sounds good.
If you, especially if you're independent, because I hate me. See, corporations, it's 10,000, but if it's an independent guy, $50, and I will sell the shit out of your product. I will tell people it makes their penis bigger. I will tell women it's going to make their perfect husband appear through the power of belief and magic. Whatever your product is, I'm going to sell that bitch $50.
And the breast is bigger?
I don't know. Is that a selling point for women? What? Bigger boobs? Like if you use this product, your boobs would get bigger. Is that actually a selling point?
Only for the ones that have small tits.
Only for the chicks with small tits. Yeah. Any girl with like mid or big tits doesn't. Guys are the ones that have that hang up. Generally. Because even if their dick is huge, they want it to be bigger. But women, there's diminishing returns for them because it's actually a pain to carry them things around at a certain point, you know?
Literally.
I guess you could have a dick big enough that it would be a problem to carry around. But I don't know. Mine's dangling out my pants and I don't have any problem.
I mean, why do you think I have to sit down, Max?
Oh my God.
This is why the good Lord created cod pieces.
That's an old school Whitfield report joke too.
The good Lord invented cod pieces so that I wouldn't have problems like that, Sam. You can just tuck it in, fold it up, good to go.
Well, I mean,
really, it's more like rolling it up than folding it up, but whatever.
Yeah, but then it gets like...
You know how you like put a hose on a... Never mind.
But then it gets all sweaty and, I live in,
That's how you know you're a man. Lots of dick sweat.
Well, come to
Florida. I
Florida...
can tell all these so-called trans women are men. They got all that dick sweat.
Yeah, and
women don't have dick sweat. So even if you turn your dick inside out, I can still tell you're a man because you smell like dick sweat.
Yeah. Strangely, there aren't a lot of them in Florida that suffer from well, I mean, I suffer from dick sweat in Florida really bad in the summer.
1 in 5 men is afflicted with the malady that we refer to as dick sweat. It is a serious problem. I'm going to start playing like the sad Sarah McLachlan. Love an angel. And there's a picture of Sam. It's like, this gentleman suffers from dick sweat in the Florida heat. And for just $5 a day. Sorry, Sam. I don't know why I do this either.
Yeah,
for just $5 a day, we'll save our dick sweat and send it to you.
Well, no, that's a whole different. I was gonna say you could buy him some tissues. Ow.
If they can sell gamer girl bathwater, we can sell gamer boy dick sweat.
Oh my fucking God.
Ow. But nobody's gonna buy it except Chris Cantwell.
I'll take his money.
Well, he don't have any money. He's in jail. You gotta wait for him to get out of jail. You better stock it up. I'll tell you what, you get yourself bottles, you put them on a shelf, you get yourself ready. When he comes out, you sell all the dick sweat wholesale. You make a killing.
More.
As long as it hasn't evaporated by then.
I just thought you might like to know that Melanie Mack tweeted yesterday that she's alive. So
Why don't you care?
Hold on. I'm going to press X to doubt that. I seen her face. She is clearly undead. You can't fool me, Melody Mac. You ain't alive. You's a zombie. Or actually, Sam, I don't think she's a zombie. She's a white. You know what a WIGHT, like a white? Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
I looked in the monster manual, Sam. Melanie Mac is
she's the white
definitely-
from the Blood and Wine expansion.
Well, yeah, or just D&D Monster Manual 2nd edition. I looked at that, and it's basically a picture of Melanie Mac. With her big long
reasonable.
face and the tongue hanging out and the nose that disappears. It's exactly like Melanie Mac, Sam. And also, its mouth is wide open because it looks like it sucked so many dicks. So it has to be her. She's a white. I thought for a minute she was a zombie. Then I considered she might be a ghoul. But I finally settled on white. She's a white.
Interesting.
Also, Sam, I discovered something else. Everybody, I don't know if you caught our thing, but DoorDash girl.
Yeah.
Her nose, Sam, is actually made of a little ball of silly putty that she stuck right here to cover.
Oh my God! You guys had me on the floor laughing.
She had to cover her unibrow with the silly putty, and then it just hangs off as a fake nose. And now, if you look at her, you'll see it too, and you'll never unsee it.
Oh, and I was wrong. She did put his name in the post, his first name, in like part of his like address or something. So, yeah, because I had assumed that she hadn't, because I hadn't heard his name yet, and I'm not going to repeat it because I want to, I feel bad that he's already had his privacy invaded so much. But yeah, the bitch actually put his first name and like part of his address or something in the post when she originally posted the video showing his penis to the world.
I believe his name was Unjakwe.
Oh, and he indeed said that he does want to sue her basically up the wazoo. Anything he can do, he wants to.
I would avoid her wazoo, although I am a big fan of suing. She seems like a hoe.
Probably.
You don't want to get anywhere near that wazoo because it's got diseases. And probably baby skeletons. She is a liberal Karen, after all.
Yeah, and well, I mean, in that wazoo was probably also broke too, so it's not like he would get a lot.
Her face is that gross. I don't even want to know about her wazoo. You seen that silly putty nose? I swear to God, it dangles, dude. It disappears. It's a famous disappearing, reappearing. No, everybody's focused on the horrible thing she did, and I get it. But I can't stop looking at her fucking nose.
What's also funny is that, so that I read the article that stated the police said that they reviewed the ring cam footage, and they saw her open the door herself, right? There have been other YouTubers. We saw one, I don't remember the name of the one that we watched, but he too stated the police said that. There are actually people that are still arguing that that's not true, unless you have the police report. And it's like, dude, I read it in multiple articles. There are other YouTubers that are.
It's not from the report. It's from the goddamn statement the sheriff gave.
Exactly. But they're like, unless there's a police report, I don't believe it. And I'm like,
okay,
what
police
the hell,
reports
dude?
you actually have to like FOIA request, but what they did is called a press conference.
Yeah.
Which is public information for everybody.
The point
which
is
there are
still people defending this bitch.
Okay, I'm just explaining how things work without that. And now I forgot what I was saying. Oh, okay, so they'll give a public statement in a press conference, and then the news reports that the police statement says, and that's what they're reporting, because that's what, and you can watch the press conference too, Sam. It's crazy. If these people are that fucking retarded, just look up the press conference. It's on YouTube. You can watch what the cops said about the DoorDash girl case, because anytime there's a giant case like this, there's pressure on local cops to give a statement. It's actually kind of unfair in a lot of cases to local cops because sometimes they can't say shit.
Yeah.
But in this case, they confirmed that they have seen footage that they are making, that essentially the prosecution is claiming that she opened the door. That's a fact. The prosecution in was it? It starts with an O, something county.
Yeah, it's a
New York.
It's a weird one.
It's a Indian named county, starts with an O. I forget it off the top of my head, but their sheriff gave a statement and he said, "This is the evidence that we have seen." Right? And these are the charges that we're bringing in this case. And we can't say anything other than that we have seen this evidence. They said the evidence, by the way, they said the guy didn't say this. She didn't say this. The police said this, that they have Ring doorbell camera footage. They were very specific about what they had that disputes what she is saying and shows more than what her footage showed. That's what the cops said.
Well, technically, if you want to get specific, they did say that it was security camera footage.
Security camera footage.
Just to be specific.
And the news, you're right, the news did say the guy had Ring because you could see it. But here's my thought on that. What if that's not, everybody thinks that it's his footage. What if a guy across the street had a Ring doorbell? Mm-hmm. You can see,
or even the neighbor. Yeah,
let me finish, please. And then, because I'm actually explaining something, if you click for you, that's great. But I'm trying to explain it in case nobody else clicked for. Is if you're across the street and you have a Ring doorbell camera, your camera's going to see what's happening there, right? So they don't. Nobody seems to be asking the question: Is there somebody across the street with a security camera that just clearly shows her opening the door? That might be what has occurred. Mm-hmm. That it's not even his. Because his might not see the door opening. Yeah. But across the street would. Or
that's a very good point.
If they have a lot of street lamps now have security cameras. Mm-hmm. Traffic lights have them built in. In any given place you're on. I mean, I walk everywhere. You know this, Sam. You want me to show you something, Sam? I got something for you. Talk about shoes. Motherfucker needing a pair of new shoes. I just walked 12 miles and these are the holes in my shoe right here.
Holy.
Goes all the way through. And I walk a lot. I'm outside a lot. I'm aware of my surroundings a lot. Outside can be dangerous, you know? And things can happen real fast. And so I'm aware of how many cameras I come across because I'm always looking for if something ever happens, I like to know where the cameras are at. Somebody attacked me, I would want the camera to be able to catch it, things like that, right?
Right.
You don't realize how often you're on a camera on a given day until you're on foot, you know what I'm saying? And then you multiply that by driving a car, you're driving so fast by all these cameras. The point being is the odds of somebody else having footage of his door at the time of whether or not she opened it is pretty high. And then the cops come out and say, we have some footage that confirms this. Well, that's a serious accusation for them to make. Usually they actually don't make definitive evidence claims like that. That's a definitive evidence claim. They usually will say that's an ongoing investigation unless it's a fucking, yeah, we have footage. So DoorDash girl's fucked, is my opinion.
Oh, yeah.
And I said this on the show, and I stand by this now, that she should probably take whatever plea deal she is offered and be thankful for it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
By the way, same advice to Christopher Cantwell. Take whatever plea deal they offer you and be thankful for it. And if it's no deal, take that too, because you're fighting it is going to make it worse.
What I want to know is
also talk to a lawyer before you even take any advice, I'm saying. Talk to a lawyer. DoorDash girl seems to not have talked to a lawyer.
Nope, she's an idiot.
Ms. Kiff seems to have filed a lawsuit without a lawyer. So that's fun. Now he's trying to navigate 7 felony cases without a lawyer.
That's retarded.
Well, the guy that represents himself as a fool for a client. But what about the guy that has a lawyer and just tells him to get fucked? He doesn't have a tool for a client. He's just an idiot.
Yep.
We've had a lot of like law enforcement on the show, and it seems universal. Like all of the advice ever given would be talk to a lawyer.
Yeah.
Talk to a lawyer. If you're in trouble, talk to a lawyer. If you've been wronged and you think that you need help with the legals, that's what they're for. Talk to a lawyer. But definitely don't film people's penises without their consent. That I will give. That is legal advice, Sam. I'm giving legal advice.
Yeah.
Don't film people's penises.
Do not film people's penises. Do not fucking enter a stranger's fucking home when it says to leave things at the fucking door.
Without their consent. Don't film people look, if you want to film people penises and they're okay with it, I actually have no dog in that fight. Just don't film people's penises without asking.
Right. Well, so here's my question.
Low bar.
So here's my question, and I don't know if you guys covered this, but like, what do you think DoorDash girl's motive was? Was it just
attention? Yeah.
Attention, and she wanted to go viral.
Status.
Well, yeah. I mean, do you think she was? Do you think she was looking for a payday, even, or do you think it was just purely attention?
Attention, payday, same thing.
Yeah, honestly, I don't think that it initially started out as her wanting money. I think it just initially started out as wanting the attention.
Wanted clout.
Yeah, she wanted the clout. She wanted to play the victim. And I think it was actually once DoorDash deactivated her account and fired her. I think that's when it turned to wanting money, because from one of the videos,
shit got real.
One of the videos where she was talking, and Asmongold came to the same conclusion as I did, is at that point she was being very vague and like, oh, I can't talk about this and stuff like that, because in my opinion, as well as Asmon's, that's when she was planning on trying to sue DoorDash, claiming that they, wrongfully fired her. But here's the problem. They fired her because she violated their policy. The policy of DoorDash is you are not allowed to post any of the customers' private personal information anywhere on social media. Not only did she share the video of this man in the privacy of his own home, but put his name in the post and part of his address or something similar to that in the post. So she violated that policy threefold, in my opinion. They kind of just see it as it doesn't matter. It's one time you did it. To me, it's like, yo, you did it 3 times. You shared his fucking... My God, you shared this dick with the world and his first name. Like, dude, what the
Another
fuck,
thing
bro?
is, and this is, I find this with a lot of people nowadays, this sense of fairness that they talk about. Life's not fair, bitch. Life's not fucking fair. She thinks it needs to be hashed out in some kind of fucking court, whether she gets fired for being a bitch. No, they don't have to even... Anybody ever been employed and fired for no reason at all?
New York is an at-will state, bitch.
They could fire you just because, again, Dave got fired from Instacart in New York for statements he made on his personal YouTube account. This bitch has no leg to stand on in that regard.
They can fire you for simply looking at somebody funny.
Right.
Yeah, they could fire you just because they don't like your vibe, man. You creep them out. And that's the other thing I mentioned in all of this is DoorDash is a company that is premised on the fact that they are sending strangers to your front door. They cannot have a reputation that you're not safe from sexual assault when they send people to your door.
Yep.
This bitch thinks they weren't going to act on it. That's what she was hoping. This is my thought, Sam. I think she was hoping to get clout and through the clout get more clicks and get money that way. And she thought that the Instacart wasn't going to take it seriously because she knew that she didn't have a serious claim, but then that she could make the claim anyway against their corporation completely without any pushback from anybody. But it got attention, and they did push back because DoorDash cannot have the opinion out there that if you call DoorDash, somebody is going to film your penis and post it on the internet. Why? Because then why the fuck would you ever call this company? Ever. They need to fix this. And they're doing, I think, the right steps that you would do to fix it.
Oh, yeah, totally.
So I want to give them credit for that, although we did make the joke about, Grubhub. It's literally like, no, I don't think DoorDash was the problem here. I think she was the problem here.
Right, yeah. And
it's unfortunate they're calling her DoorDash girl because, again, this associates that company with this event.
Well, and I know I like to.
And I want to point out, Sam, real quick, then you get your thing, but they have done a better job handling this than Twitch has done handling sexual assault claims recently. So I have to give them credit.
Yeah, absolutely. And to this point, I know that I crap on Gen Z a lot for this, but this whole, and to be fair, there are a lot of younger millennials who fall into this category too. But the whole thing of, oh, life's not fair, like, guess what? Like Mort and I are both in situations where we both got fucked.
Life hasn't been fair for me for 42 fucking years. Eat a dick.
Right, because they cry, oh, it's not fair. It needs to be fixed to make it fair. And a gentleman such as either one of you gentlemen, it doesn't matter how much you cry. It cannot be fixed. It's something you just deal with.
Right.
Yep.
And this is the type of shit that I try to keep in mind, even myself, Is like there are people that has it work, and I'm sure you do too, Sam. Is like there are people worse off than us. All of them.
Right, and that's why I don't know about Sam, but that's part of the reason why I don't bitch a lot, because I'm middle of the road as far as issues.
Yeah, I'm actually, I would say I'm actually in better health now than I was even a few years ago, which at the beginning
you visibly look it, Sam.
Yeah.
You're in the best shape since I've been here, actually.
Yeah, well, thank you.
He's been working out.
I mean, I have.
Show us the guns, brother.
That new chair helped out a lot. Big thanks to my benefactor for that too. That's something I'm thankful for. But
I think we're all thankful for that. We've sat here and sort of even made a running joke out of the fact that you needed a proper wheelchair. And although the government was not willing or able to provide such a thing, somebody came forward and did a really generous thing that has actually changed your life for the better. And all of us are grateful for that.
Extremely so. But
damn it, my asshole gimmick went away for a minute. Candace Owens is a hoe. There we go.
That's not even an asshole thing, because I'll tell you what, Max, like, for as many people as like flipped out about that, there were an equal amount of people who were like, you know what? He's right.
There you go.
I mean, you and I both kind of said the thing. Candace is always saying, you guys, I said the thing, nobody wants to hear. Well, guess what? We said the thing that nobody wants to hear. Candace?
I mean, sure, it was crass to talk about her sucking dick. I could also have just said that she's a disingenuous, grifting liar. who is clearly in a mental health crisis and probably should be put in an institution.
It's crass to say that. It's crass to imply that Erica Kirk is having an affair with J.D. Vance.
Oh no, Sam, that's in the public interest, but not her.
Right. So anyway, well, as I was speaking of people who complain about life not being fair, look,
Casey Trump. Never mind. That's a whole nother rabbit hole.
what about Casey Trump?
Oh,
She's
she's
being
just
sued.
crying that everybody's mean to her again and life's not fair. And it's very funny considering that she accused Zach of fucking killing his mom. Which,
Ooh.
look, man, I was in the guild back in the day. Zach's mom was a fucking saint, you bitch. Sorry.
Yeah.
That's all I have to say about her, really, is don't say those things, you fucking cunt.
I mean,
you don't need to know much more than that. She's losing her ass in a lawsuit and she's crying about how it's not fair, Sam.
good.
Yeah, good. Exactly.
I mean,
nobody fucking cares. Cry
I mean, look,
more, bitch.
I guess that's kind of the point of Thanksgiving in a weird way, is that like life's not fair.
Yeah.
Life
Be thankful for the things that are good. Because it could always be worse.
Yeah.
You know,
Next.
and it goes beyond that. Is like sometimes when people say that kind of shit in like in company, they'll actually be meaning people like you guys. But when I say it, you know, oh, somebody who is physically disabled, they have it worse than you. But we all know that somebody in a Uyghur concentration camp in China has it much worse than all of us.
Yup.
And we know that it doesn't matter what side you're on. The people in both Israel and Gaza right now, if you're just a fucking normal person, that's pretty fucking rough. And if you're in fucking Ukraine, it's pretty fucking rough. And there's a lot of places that are a lot worse off than where we're at right now. That's the point of Thanksgiving.
There are even like
imagine Sam being a woman in Syria right now.
that would be
thank you.
That would be tough. Well, even like my friend fellow author Luke Gozich, shout out to him. I mean, there's no easy way to say this. His heart is he's a year younger than me, and his heart is he's already experiencing heart failure because of a congenital heart defect.
Yeah.
And he's still incredibly thankful for, you know, for what he has.
The heart stuff, as you know, that hits me a little close to home, having had a heart attack at 33 years old.
I know. And that's why I'm saying, like, yeah,
And I would just say to him that I'm living proof almost 10 years later. Now it'll be 10 years this next coming year since I had that heart attack, that there is life after something like that. You can move on and move forward.
Oh yeah, he exercises just like you every day. He walks everywhere.
There's a whole psychological side to when it's your heart too, you know? Like, you start feeling like any little tick in your body, you start to get nervous about, you know? And like, oh, they say it feels like tingles. I'm going to tell you this though, it didn't feel like tingles when I was having a heart attack. But now I worry about any tingles because that's what they say it feels like, right? It's this vicious, your mind fucking with you shit.
Right.
It makes you more stressed out, which isn't good for your heart.
Yeah, it's that double edge. So that's what I'm saying. Like, yeah, I'm in a chair. Yeah, I've got my stuff to deal with. But
I specifically want to say my prayers and thoughts are with Brendan Buckingham right now. Like,
oh yeah,
my God, you know, I've always like promoted his videos and stuff. I'm a big fan, and This is he has a medical issue. If you want to know more, you check out what he said on Twitter. But yeah, he probably needs some help right now, and you know.
Well, just like Luke, another case in point. I mean, Brandon is my age, and that's what I'm saying. Like, people are always like, "Oh, you're doing amazing for, being in a wheelchair," and I appreciate that. But like, I'm also incredibly blessed that like I've got, that my heart's doing good and my lungs are good. So, um,
Well,
yeah.
that's what I think people don't realize too is you're getting to be 30. You still have the same issues of any other 30-year-old man.
Yeah.
People are like, "Oh, you're in a wheelchair. You're doing great for it." It's like, yeah, but I'm still 30. I'm still going to be 40. I'm still going to have aches and creaks like everybody else.
Yeah,
Yeah.
42 on Friday, and I've got all of the aches and pains of a 40-year-old man, plus all the medical bullshit.
Yeah.
Black
Yeah.
Friday is Mort's birthday.
Yep.
Happy early birthday and
Thank
based.
you, sir. Yep.
Yeah.
Every 4 years, it's actually on the Turkey Day.
Oh, damn. This guy catches up to me a month after, huh? That's why we're so feisty with each other. We're a month apart.
Goddamn right.
Yeah.
You know, somebody asked me if we don't like each other.
I know. I actually
I was dying. I was like, "Oh, you kid Mort? That's like the homie, dude. What do you mean?"
people ask me if I have a problem with war, and I'm like, nah.
He's an Italian from New
What was
York,
that?
and I'm an Irish
What was
guy
that?
from Mass.
Max, you went robotic right after I. Well, you went robotic for me as soon as I said "goddamn right."
Oh, I said there are people that were like talking to me and asking if we don't like each other, and I was like, "What? No, we're just both ball busters."
No, we fucking love each other. Fucking ball busting brothers. Period.
Yeah, he's from New York and he's Italian. I'm from Mass and I'm Irish. What the fuck you think? How you think we're gonna talk to each other?
And then I'm
Fucking,
literally a
we're gonna talk to each
mashup
other
of
like fucking pussies.
and then I'm literally a mashup of the two groups. So
It's like your guys are always going at each other. It's like, yeah. Usually it's pretty funny.
It's the nature of our friendship.
Yeah, I've been allergic to fucking the pussification of modern men, dude. Like, grow
yeah,
up.
Facts.
my
Like, I want to say this, Sam. I retweeted it. I think people should check it out. Friend of mine, anyway, Ryan Katsu Rivera, is going to be on a show with Sam Hyde, learning how to drive a stick shift.
Ryan's friend. Ryan is a friend of mine too.
Yeah, Ryan's the shit, right? Ryan is like dope. So I'm one. Bro, you should have already known how to drive a stick shift. Sam Hyde is right about that. But two, I'm glad to see you trying it. Young men should try and learn man shit that they didn't get. Like, what is with it with Zoomer males being afraid to touch raw meat?
What?
I mean,
there's
a joke there, but I'm gonna behave.
I've Max, I've even grilled a steak for fuck's sake. I've touched raw.
Well, it's like let's say you're making meatloaf and you just gotta dig your hands in and fucking grind up all the ingredients with the meat, right? Or like, for example, hey, we could end with some turkey tips, but like I said,
if you're an Italian male that hasn't made meatballs from scratch, fuck you.
Seriously.
First off, if you're afraid of like touching stuff or getting germs, wash your hands in the kitchen. That's like
wash your hands. I wash my hands like 50 times while I'm cooking. You might think I have OCD because, hey, I touched this meat. Now I'm going to go touch something else. I better wash my fucking hands.
yeah, I watch like a lot of cooking videos, but I don't put them on in the background like a lot of people do. I actually watch them. Any chef or any cook worth their salt, no pun intended, will be watching.
If you've ever worked as a cook, if you've ever handled food, it's not even just chefs. You're right. Cooks, the guy at the fucking Taco Bell, everybody knows you're supposed to wash your hands when you're touching different fucking food products.
Yeah.
My son knows that. He's 10 now. He knew that about 6 years ago because I make him wash his hands. He'd be like, oh, I don't want to wash my hands. It doesn't matter. You touched something you weren't supposed to in the kitchen, brother. We're washing our hands.
Do you want to eat, kid? Fucking wash your hands.
That's right. Now he knows. He washed his hands.
Also, please and thank you. I'm kind of it might be a Florida thing. But I'm kind of sick of and Gen Z being like, whatever, bruh.
Whatever, bruh.
So,
sorry, couldn't help that one.
Nah,
Smart ass, Sam.
See from you, it's funny.
Well,
but you're not an NPC. I just don't like NPC behavior, basically.
Yeah. Well, see, what you do is, I figured this out recently, Sam. See, before, I told you, I had this problem, right? Where, like, little old ladies would start getting mad at me for opening doors for them. So, I fixed the problem, Sam. I've adjusted my behavior. Now, when a little old Karen starts bitching at me or holding the door, I slam it on her.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
This seems to work, Sam. You see, they're given the choice between how to behave politely with another human being in the world who is polite and says, oh, no, go ahead. Or they can act like a Karen and I say, psh.
Yeah.
Now, that one bitch's concussion is her own fault. I don't take any responsibility.
Well,
maybe, ladies, you should be a little more fucking polite when somebody holds a door for you, or you're gonna get it slammed in your dumb face.
If you're gonna be a bitch to a cripple that's opening the door for you, you got a problem.
Hey, you want to be a bitch to anybody? That's fine. I can just slam it. So that's what I do now. I just slam it. Not even close it. Slam it.
Yeah.
I'm holding the door. You give me a fucking side eye about it? Fuck you. You got something to say about it?
Oh, the Karens loved me during 2020 Max.
The Karens ruined everything.
They absolutely did. Also, is that Arizona iced tea?
It is.
Yo, that is a company I would love to get a sponsor from actually.
I think we just need to get sponsored by weed, porn, and gambling. I said this already.
Yeah.
I want to get a coffee sponsorship, but not just.
Look, we need weed, porn, gambling,
generic rumble,
and coffee.
Yeah. And we need to have more of his own custom blend too.
Wait a minute. Also,
that'd be amazing.
I think we need to change things up a little bit. I think that
I'd chill the fuck out of my own custom blend.
Why can't we go back to advertising cigarettes? I would advertise the fuck out of some cigarettes, Sam.
Hell yeah.
That's wholesome compared to, like, okay, Would you rather have Camel Joe or Cardi B?
Joe.
I believe that the risk of cancer is outweighed by the risk of being a massive pussy for most of these guys. Like, it's one thing. Hey, there's guys out there that they don't need to smoke to not be a pussy, right? But there's a lot of guys out there that are really missing the boat. They're so mad at smoking because Gen Z are a bunch of fucking indoor nerds, fucking raised by parents who wouldn't let them go outside and kept them in a playpen until they're 14 years old and fucking made them play in a safe little ball pit. Which, by the way, we're not like that with our son. He's out there. He's social. He's the fucking mayor around here. Jeez.
Matt,
But he does shit. Hell, I fucking we were roughhousing earlier. He runs down the stairs and he bonked me right in the fucking head. I bonked him back. It was meeting of the minds, Sam.
Max, I have a question.
How many girlfriends is he up to now?
I've never had a hard count on how many girlfriends he has. There's always one that's his favorite, though. And really, it's more them than him because they draw pictures of him and they always make care of his eyes.
Well, here's my question. Does your son know how to use the microwave?
He does, but he's not supposed to by himself yet. He's had a couple instances about 2 years ago. He put in a breakfast sandwich type thing until it smoked out the house.
Based. See,
Yeah.
see though, Max. At least he tried to use the microwave.
At least he learned by himself.
Well, there are some kids who are there are kids now who are well, not even kids, grown adults. There are grown adults who are petrified to use the microwave. Max.
Oh, he wants nothing more than to cook with me. And before anybody gets weird about that, bro, I cook all the meals, so to him, cooking is masculine.
It is.
And I enjoy cooking. And if you have a problem with, if you're gonna call me a faggot? You gonna call me trans? Go ahead, bro. I'll beat your ass. Anyway,
Jacques.
I like to cook.
Jacques.
I'm a man, and my wife. I didn't always have a wife. Learn to cook for myself. What a shot, right?
Yeah, this whole idea that like cooking is for women, like I know plenty of good cooks who are men.
Hey, man, I'm a better cook than her. She'll even tell you that. Not that she's like terrible or nothing. It's just I'm really good at it. It's a passion for me. I've been doing it since I was a fucking kid. Thanksgiving, that's why it's one of my favorite holidays. I get to cook a big unrestrained meal of all of my favorite shit.
Someone even like I've been cooked a little. Someone suggested that I do like a cooking with cripple YouTube channel or something.
Right to Offend presents Crippled Cooking. Sounds like
cooking as a cripple.
Crippled Cooking. This is good stuff, Sam.
It would just be more nice smoking cigarettes in a kitchen. So also drinking while we're cooking.
Using my George Foreman grill.
Or cooking with Crips. And then you guys were all blue.
Yeah,
I'm on the team, see?
Yeah.
This is my see if it's buttoned up, this is my nice going to church shirt, right? And if it's open like this is my Conan shirt. Well, actually, I got to tie the top button to be like Conan, huh? Sam, the last AAA pay-per-view event was a fucking banger, and every other wrestling show that week sucked.
Mm-hmm.
It was free on YouTube. Check it out. It's the most recent. Yeah, they had like 4 matches. They were all fucking amazing. Shout out to Conan for being a dope booker.
And the what is it, the Wyatt Six fucking called out Psycho Clown.
Yeah, so the Psycho
thing.
Circus featuring Psycho Clown, Pagano, and there's like 6 other clowns. They're a staple in AAA, right, Sam? Psycho Clown used to be the champion for a long time. He's one of the most over guys they got. And so the Wyatt Six showed up to challenge the Psycho Clowns to what is essentially Lucha Libre War Games at the next pay-per-view. That's going to be off the chain. So the Wyatt family and all their craziness versus a bunch of serial killer clown wrestlers.
Ooh, that sounds exciting.
And maybe you'll even pick up on a little Spanish along the way. Because they don't have any English. Well, no, they're going to have English commentary. That one's Worlds Collide. So, yeah, Conan should be there unless Conan's had it rough. That's why I shout out to Conan. There's another one. You know, I'm thankful that he's around and still doing his thing. One of my favorites since I was a kid. And he's been in and out of the hospital this year a little bit. So, you know, thoughts and prayers out there for Conan, one of the greatest wrestlers of all time.
Hear, hear.
And keep putting out banger after banger AAA pay-per-view because that's where it's at. By the way, Sam, did you know the biggest baby faces in Mexico is El Grande Americano and Dom Mysterio?
Yeah.
That's fucking awesome.
I did.
It's fucking Mexican crowd gets it so much that they add to it, you know? It's great. And Dom's been cutting some pretty beastly promos down there. If you understand Spanish, he's kind of been popping off, and it's so much so that now he's comfortable. Like when the crowd gets to him on regular WWE TV, booing him, he just slips into Spanish and he starts yelling at him. It's very funny.
Yeah, I have seen clips of that.
So the next big event has Dom and El Grande Americano, as in Duos Locos Gringos, 2 crazy white boys. That's the name of their team. Duos.
That's amazing.
Locos Gringos. And Dom came out in red, white, and blue in fucking Mexico. When they were in Guadalajara. He comes out in a full red, white, and blue, and he said that the Americans came here to dominate AAA over all the Mexican guys.
Oh, shit.
And the crowd's like, yay! And he's like, yeah, Mexican wrestlers suck. And the crowd's like, yeah! They're Mexican, but they're super in on the joke. I don't know. It's very fun. And hey, I
have to say this. So the guy that was originally started out as Americano was what the fuck, Gable.
No, it was definitely not Chad Gable.
Chad
That's
Gable,
conspiracy
that's
theory.
But I have to admit, since he got injured and Megamind, aka Ludwig, I just call him fucking Megamind. I can't lie, dude. I really fucking love him as El Grande Americano. Like, I think he's so much better than Chad Gable. I actually enjoy him now. I used to fucking hate that character. Now I fucking love it. Especially when, what's his face? The old champion was fucking talking shit to him in the ring. And was talking shit about Tiffany being hurt. And he wasn't there with her. He was there in the ring with him. And then he made that comment of like maybe he'd go visit his girlfriend. Holy shit. And he just started, oh my God, Americano just started beating the shit out of him. Oh, so good.
I'll tell you what's fun is like I've been translating a lot of the promos for her. And sometimes I have to second guess myself the past couple weeks because not only Dom Mysterio, but Vikingo, my fucking homie, that I've been saying to get a raw deal, he turned heel. And, bro, he called the lady that runs AAA, the widow of Anthony Pena, Marcela Pena, Mrs. Pena, he called her a whore.
Yeah, you mentioned that a few weeks ago. Yeah, that.
So this shit, like, imagine, Sam, you're trying to translate this for your wife, and you're like, is that what she is? Did he actually just say that? am I just wrong translating? And I'm like thinking back on like, no, he said like, yeah, he said you're a whore. And he said that her husband was sleeping with the current champion Flommer. And I had to triple check my translation. So I was looking at like Spanish wrestling message boards to make sure I was right. And yeah, that's what he fucking said to Mrs. Pena.
That's funny.
And bro, nobody has disrespected her ever, so it really caught me off guard, you know? That's good wrestling right there.
Mm-hmm. It's
So I'm thankful for AAA because a lot of the rest of the wrestling has been really shitting. Mike Santana lost the TNA championship. They should be ashamed of themselves.
yeah.
Sorry.
I'm thankful that the Broncos are having a good season this year.
Apparently not as good as the Patriots, huh? I haven't watched anything. I just know they have the best record.
They do, but the Broncos are neck and neck, so that's
Also,
good
we
enough
could
for
kick
me.
their ass again in the Super Bowl. That'd be dope.
Eh.
Remember when that happened, Sam?
I do.
How'd you feel about that? It was a great year for the Broncos. It's just a shame that Tom Brady was on the other team, huh?
Yeah, but I mean,
Hey, remember when they had the Patriots had that perfect season and then lost the Super Bowl?
yeah,
Sports be like that.
that was rough. I really can't hate on Brady. I think Brady hate is overrated.
I have had the pleasure of meeting him one time. Okay. I've also been a fan since basically his college days because I watched a lot of Michigan games, right? As I
Yeah.
lived out there at the time. And so I watched him when he was playing college. We won the Heisman, for fuck's sake. It's not like he was a nobody in college. And then it was so funny to me that he got picked by the Patriots, I think in like the 6th round, actually. I don't think he was a first round pick at all.
Right.
And I was there at the very first game where he came in for Drew Bledsoe, and every home game that season, as a matter of fact, and the season after it, and the season after that. I was at every single home game because I worked at the stadium. So, yeah, you know.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you know, what it is I was like the low man on the totem pole though, because I worked the parking lot duty. But what is nice is if you get done with your section early, you can kind of be like, hey, do we need any guys to, security on the field? And then you get to like patrol the stands, but you can watch the game. And that's how I saw a lot. Remember the famous Snow Bowl, Sam?
I do.
Yep. If you watched that whole game back, and I can't tell you when because I was there, not watching it on TV, but I know for a fact people called me afterwards and said they saw me during the game a couple of times.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good time. So, yeah, I think highly of Tom Brady. I don't understand the hate, I guess, because people just think that the Patriots cheat or something. Well, the whole fucking... Sam, sports fans are funny, aren't they? Because it's still real to them, huh?
Yeah, I mean,
was it Brady with the deflated balls, or who was that?
That was him, yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I thought. I wasn't sure.
I don't even see how that's cheating, so.
Me either. It's just fun to break a guy's balls for deflating balls.
There's a Giselle joke in there somewhere that I'm not gonna make. But anyway, Thanksgiving is tomorrow, everyone. So
What is your favorite dish, Sam?
What is my favorite dish? Are we like
for Thanksgiving? What is, if there was every single thing that you normally eat for Thanksgiving, one of them is the only one that's not expendable, right? What is it?
I mean, the turkey is not expendable
Then that's your favorite, right?
for me. Yeah, for me.
There you go. Me
I
too. Some people, they do the ham. I'm doing ham too, but I gotta have a turkey. I'm from I'm from pretty close to where the fucking Pilgrims actually did the first one, you know? And we've talked about this. I remember, was it last year? I went on a whole history tirade about the area and how I'm sick of like the critical narrative of the first Thanksgiving. And I'm not going to do that again because we'll be here all night. You can go check out another. Maybe we could like share that episode or something.
Yeah, I think I might
Especially because
actually
it wasn't on YouTube.
re-upload that one to the backup channel, which I am starting to do. That I haven't published any of them yet, but
There's
I
not
am
too many episodes that stand out to me that I would point out that I did, except for maybe that one. Because yeah, I find the history of the first Thanksgiving to be very important, and I feel like it's been completely like flipped on its head by the media to become some kind of evil holiday that celebrates hate and racism, and it's the exact opposite. But whatever.
right.
Because white guys are evil colonizers, Max.
Well, Rush Limbaugh, in his last few years, wrote like a series of children's books actually, and one of them was about the history of Thanksgiving. And
I grew up alongside the Wampanoag people, the same people from the first Thanksgiving. I know them very well. They're from my hometown, very famously a couple places that could be. Okay. Well, I don't live in it anymore, but I grew up with them. Okay. They have an annual powwow in the town I grew up in. They have an annual powwow in a couple other towns around here. I went to school with people who were Wampanoag, and we also had a Wampanoag elder come to our school and talk about the history of the tribe many, many times. And further than that, I was in like a nerdy history program where we talked to the elders in more depth about that stuff at the library once a week. And I know quite a bit about how these people are and what they think and what they care about from a very real point of view of these are my neighbors. And this is a culture I was raised alongside and consider to be important. And I'm going to tell you right now, all these critical race narratives about what happened at the first Thanksgiving, all these leftist narratives about it are offensive to those people.
oh yeah,
Real
of
people,
course.
real Wampanoag, Native Americans. By the way, the chief, and the elders always told me that they preferred to be called Indians in English because they were told, and it is true, that it means the people of God. So they don't have a problem with that. But if you want to be more proper, they prefer not to be called Native Americans, but Wampanoag, right? Because that's what they are.
Reasonable.
Right.
And they have the language. They've preserved their language, which a lot of native tribes haven't had the privilege of doing because of circumstances. And they've preserved a lot of their history, and it's the history of this area. So how could I not be fascinated in it? I've always felt tied to this area for better and for worse in some ways. But this land has a lot of history, and that is one of the big tipping points for basically Western civilization is that Thanksgiving story. And I am sick and tired of watching this counter narrative that says it's evil by in and of its very nature. It doesn't take into account anything that was written by the peoples of the time, particularly the Wampanoag people. Or how about you go ask them about it? Since you're standing up for the underdog, has anybody bothered to go talk to the Wampanoags that live right in the same place as they always have? No.
No, because it's not a white liberal professor, so the
Yeah.
narrative's not as interesting.
But they'll go in there and they'll dig up their fucking graveyards and shit, right? But they won't ask them how they feel about this narrative. They're actually very proud of that Thanksgiving story there's parts that they like to add to it that they feel get left out. One of those is the introduction of tobacco.
Yes.
They really want they want to know that we brought them corn, turkeys, which they hadn't. Turkeys are unique to this area as far as the Englishmen were concerned, right? They're a North American bird. And so they had geese and stuff, but they didn't know turkey. And so they brought turkey, corn, and tobacco. And in smoking the tobacco, according to what the Wampanoags told me, is that the pilgrims were confused, and the easiest way to explain it to their brain was to call it a peace pipe. But what it really was is you sit around and smoke a pipe to sort of cement a business relationship, was how they used it. It was sort of like the contract pipe.
Right.
And so there's a big miscommunication about that led to a lot of the conflict that happened between them leading up to the Great Winter, as they called it, which is where the Great Thanksgiving Feast happened, because it was one of the worst winters even the Wampanoag could remember on record, right? And winters here are pretty harsh just generally, and these colonists had no idea what they were in for. They thought it was going to be like a British winter. And if it weren't for the peace treaty between these two parties, likely both would have suffered extreme losses, and they still did suffer losses, you know. But that feast was them coming together with the resources of both tribes, and that is the foundational myth of this fucking state, by the way. That's what this whole fucking Commonwealth of Massachusetts is premised upon, is that spirit of kinship in this land. And so I get mad when people misrepresent the story, and I've already gone off too long on a tangent about it, but I think that is worth watching because it's about 2 hours of that. If you like,
and I mean, for the record, I do appreciate the summer because I do think it is worth, mentioning at least. So, but yeah,
and when I came in, Sam, I wanted one more thing real quick. You were talking about how you've taken to inviting people who don't have other places to go for Thanksgiving, and that's exactly the spirit I'm talking about, right?
Yeah.
That's all.
Well, and it's not
carries
even
it on.
Well, and it's not even that, these people aren't necessarily poor or anything, but like
the Pilgrims and the Indians it wasn't about poverty, right? It was about we're in this together and we're sharing. We're just taking a moment to appreciate other people in a not negative way.
Yeah.
Breaking bread is good to build communities. And frankly, people need to break more bread with other people, I think, and life would be better for all of us.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, people have made fun, but like I know pretty much everyone in my neighborhood, and that's kind of rare now, unfortunately.
You would, huh? Yeah, no, of course you do, because you're one, like the elephant in the room is you're in a wheelchair, so they see you more obviously than other people that might not stand out so much. And then two, you're the nicest fucking guy. Of course they all know you.
Well, but also what I mean,
see you, they're like, Sam! I guarantee. How many times a day when you're out do you hear somebody yell your name? More than 2?
4, probably.
That's what I thought. Oh my God, 4. So he's like on par with my boy.
Yeah. Except
like Sam.
Oh boy.
Everybody wrapped around his finger.
Oh boy. So you're telling me I have a protege?
Shut your mouth.
Never.
Listen, he's still a little too young to be on a podcast. But
that's what I thought, Sam. But apparently, Chris Cantwell thinks that talking to a 2-year-old is acceptable on a podcast, which is why he's in jail.
Good.
Listen, Max, all I'm saying is that Rush Limbaugh's entire archive is free now on his website.
I should clarify, he's not in jail for talking to the 2-year-old. It just drew enough attention to him that they realized he had a warrant.
Yeah.
Probably should be in jail for talking to a 2-year-old about inappropriate things. But yeah, imagine doing a podcast with kids, Sam. And then talking about politics. And then not doing it about appropriate topics that you could even do that. Like, there's ways you could do that, I'm sure. Like, hey, have you ever heard of the Tuttle Twins books? And there's like a show now.
Yeah.
That's one way. Politics, you can introduce it to kids. But imagine just talking about like the controversial issues of today with children. This is an idea that this man had for a podcast.
I mean, even if there wasn't anything creepy about it, like, it would just confuse the kid, right? Like,
well, he wonders why motherfuckers are calling like the state. It's like, well, he thinks it's like they're misidentifying him grooming the children in a sexual context. But I said he was grooming the kids. I stand by that. He was grooming them into his crazy ideology. That's
yeah.
undeniable. And yes, people find that creepy too.
Oh, yeah, totally.
By what he said, he talked about with it. I'm not talking, I didn't even see it. I'm just looking at his post. He said he talked about gender identity with a fucking 6-year-old. Isn't that why we don't like the tranny activists, Sam?
Yeah, although, you know, if you're hearing a lot of these woke, you know, a lot of these, you know, a lot of these people like, well, we've mentioned them, the Tuckers, the Fuenteses especially, they seem to be cool with that now all of a sudden.
Yeah, well, that aside, right? Like, obviously, people, normal people, were like, hey, leave the kids alone.
Right.
That didn't mean for the right-wing Nazis now get to groom the kids. That's not what that meant, Cantwell.
Yeah, I mean,
And anyone else that gets any of them funny ideas. We didn't say the left can't groom kids. That means the right's turn to do it.
I mean,
no grooming kids, you fucking freaks.
I mean, normies are
teach your own kids
up.
what you want about the world. Don't groom other people's fucking children into your whack job ideology. It's a simple bar.
Facts.
Yeah.
And anyone who disagrees with me, I'm gonna say, are probably people without kids.
Most likely.
But you guys also don't have kids and yet still figured it out. So it's not exactly rocket science.
Yeah.
Oh, don't groom kids. What a fucking concept.
I know, right?
But yeah, I wanted to clarify before because he's that type where he's a grievance collector and he'll be like, Max said I was a pedophile. No, I said you groomed kids, and I believe that you did. You were grooming them into your Nazi ideology. Whether or not that means you intended to harm them is irrelevant to what I said. That's my clarification.
Indeed.
Cantwell is a groomer. That's the statement. Back to you, Sam.
So I mean, to answer your question that you posed like a couple minutes ago, yeah, I'm a turkey guy for Thanksgiving. That's my favorite dish.
He brought back the turkey.
Pumpkin pie is probably my second favorite dish. What about you? What about you?
I mean, it's turkey. I'm a sucker for good mashed potatoes. That's why I gotta make them. In fact, that's why I started doing Thanksgiving myself. Is that people are bitches about making. They like to make boxed mashed potatoes, and I just cannot do that for Thanksgiving. I can't do that at all, Sam. But I can't, especially for Thanksgiving. I need fucking potatoes. And so I make them good. And you don't like, it's amazing what a little bit of like spices in your mashed potatoes can do. So many people don't do that either. Like a little bit of basil, a touch of garlic salt, a little bit of black pepper.
I know.
And also use chicken broth or turkey broth in your mashed potatoes. Yes, really.
Yeah.
So many people. These are basic tips. Yeah, I could talk all day about dishes I like on Thanksgiving, Sam, because like I say, I'm a cook. But what we really want to know, what everybody wants to know, is the big question in the elephant in the room is Morpheus. What do robots eat for Thanksgiving?
Yes.
Ham and a pasta dish.
Based? No turkey?
Well, turkey, absolutely, but it's not. It's not my favorite.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Yeah. Some people don't like turkey at all. Some people like a little bit of turkey. I'm happy that we got to have both this year. We're gonna have 2 turkeys and a ham. We're obviously
Dark or white meat.
Me? I'll be either.
Dark.
I picked that son bitch clean.
If you have to choose.
Dark meat.
Whatever's there. I don't choose. I eat.
Choose, goddammit.
I do like a good drumstick, but I'll eat any turkey. As long as it's cooked right.
Yeah. I'm pretty much the same way.
No, that's everybody. You're either I only like white meat or I'll eat anything. There's nobody who's I only like dark meat. I've never met that person in my life.
Facts.
I had to think on that one for a sec. I'm like, because I'm like, surely I must know someone who likes dark meat only, and I'm like,
You'll rack your brain about that one and still won't figure one person. I'm telling you, everybody is either they ask the question, do you like light meat or dark? And the real answer is there's only 2 answers, and it's either you like light meat only or both. Those are the only answers, actually.
yeah.
And I feel like people who only like white meat, it's because they're not used to eating like poultry cooked whole.
Yeah.
I think that those people are probably used to eating like boneless, skinless chicken only. Things like that. I find a lot of young people find meat disgusting, or like people were like actually grossed out apparently by my talking about the turkeys. I'm joking, yes, but you do have to kind of stick your whole hand in the turkey hole, bro.
I mean,
do people really not know that?
I mean, I knew that, but like, yeah, I mean, I guess people don't know.
One more thing then, since people don't know stuff. Do not wash your turkey in the sink. Do not do that. You will get turkey juices all over your kitchen. You might not see it, but you will be getting it over your entire kitchen in about 1 second. Turkey all over the fucking ceiling. So if you're looking to cross-contaminate salmonella all over your relatives, then wash it in the sink, I guess. But otherwise, you don't need to wash a turkey. Those natural juices, it's just like chicken. The natural juices are there for flavor, and they are not needed to be washed off. And if you do wash them off, you fuck up the flavor and the texture of the bird.
Mm-hmm.
So don't do it.
I think that's pretty good Thanksgiving Day advice, and I can't really
And
think
make
of...
sure you fist it all 5 fingers, Sam, and then you open them to make sure that you get all the gizzards out. I'm gonna have 2 turkeys. I'm gonna have 2 fists. Blah! Get you some baby oil. You got to rub that turkey tender, Sam.
Well, yeah, clearly.
Rub its butt.
Well, also that strategy works for your woman after Thanksgiving dinner, too.
I don't know if you want to be rubbing her butt right after Thanksgiving dinner, Sam. That's usually not the best idea.
Not right after. Okay? Like, make sure your guests leave at first, at least.
Yeah. Also make sure she doesn't pass out during it because of all the tryptophan from the turkey.
That's true.
Yeah. Yeah, baby. just pass the fuck out. Yeah.
Which I've totally not done that.
Tell your post-turkey sex stories in the chat.
Oh my god, no.
Yes, please.
No.
Except for Chris Cantwell, he's banned. We've had enough sex stories for him for one lifetime.
He'd fuck the turkey.
He tried to get the turkey
Only because somebody would tell him not to fuck the turkey. And then he wouldn't be able to help himself.
Oh.
Now, Chris, you don't fuck this turkey. He's like, I have to fuck the turkey. I'm dying without it. I want to know what it's like. I never thought of it before in my life, but now that you said not to do it.
Oh.
Question is, which end would he prefer?
Neck.
Yes.
Yeah, probably the neck.
There you go, chat. There's your visual for the evening.
And with that,
make sure you think about it as his Chris Cantwell's original cartoon avatar, fucking a turkey in the neck. We'll make T-shirts. It'll be great.
Oh God.
We'll even sell on the merch store.
Mm-hmm. Bring a whole new meaning to the term turkey neck.
Ah.
So
we call it turkey necking.
Now here's a question. Is it too early to play Christmas music after Thanksgiving, or
after Thanksgiving is okay?
You're allowed to play Christmas music on
November 1st is the time I put the cutoff.
November 1st?
I can hear Mariah Carey, guys. She's coming.
No, she's not.
She's coming, and she's going to be everywhere in a minute. It's a storm.
The unfortunate thing is, if you have ever worked in retail, or if you've ever worked in like a grocery store, which I've worked both places, the day after fucking Halloween, it's time, and it's like, son of a bitch, because all you hear all day long during your shifts is fucking Christmas music all fucking day.
And I'm telling you, the most common one you hear is the bells tingling, ding, 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 and then Mariah Carey starts singing, and you're gonna hear that 15 times a day.
Yeah.
That
you're gonna like it, bitch, because you're a retail employee. So smile, motherfucker.
That is
spread some Christmas cheer.
You know what also happens to you when you I worked at Walmart when I was in high school. I hated country music, like with a passion. Never listened to it, but I had to listen to "She Thinks My Tractor's Sexy" like 50 times a day during my shift, from fucking 3 o'clock to I didn't get out until like 1 o'clock, and they left the goddamn music on like 50 times a day, to the point of now I hear that song and I go, oh, I like that. God, what happened to me?
I'll tell you one that was like repetitive retail music that I actually really like got into the rhythm with. And that is the song would play every morning. I worked seafood at a supermarket in New Bedford, which is a town that is known for fishing, right? So we had like a lot of people. It's fresh seafood. And I don't even remember where I was going with it. Oh, the song.
Mm-hmm.
The song, every morning I would come in, I had to do the whole seafood setup. And if you've seen them in stores, guys, there's like ice. You have to put out all the ice. Then you have to lay out each item, make it look good. It's a whole like art combined with the tedious work, right? And every single morning after I started, I dumped the ice, and as soon as I would go the new ice on the playlist that they had or whatever was the song "Good Morning America, how are ya?" And I would just start singing it like a loud jackass after a week or so. And then it was funny because it's before the stores open to the public, obviously, right? And so after about 2 weeks, you'd hear the deli guys singing it too, and the meat guys over there singing along. And I started a thing where we all would just sing the song like jackasses, but really obnoxiously, just because it was annoying.
Based.
I still love that song though.
Indeed.
Don't you know me? I'm your native son. So we are thankful for turkey. We're thankful that fucking sometimes people get the charges and things they deserve, like DoorDash Girl and Christopher Cantwell. What else are we thankful for? We're thankful for a new wheelchair for Sam. I think that's like outside of like that personally for everybody on the show. I'd just like to say again that we're all very thankful to the person that donated to get Sam that. He really needed it, and he's improved his entire life and health since then. So it's a huge thing. Thankful
absolutely. I'm thankful to all the guests who have come on the show this year. My God,
there's been some amazing guests.
That's been great. Also,
everybody who's ever bought a book or considered buying a book, I'm thankful for them.
Yes, Black Friday sale this weekend too. So
right, ladies and gentlemen, Crazy Sam's crazy Black Friday sale. Everything must go. Sam, with these prices, we're gonna have to put you in a straitjacket.
Well, you wouldn't be the first one to tell me that.
He might like that.
So,
I can't believe you're doing this to us. Massive sale on all of your books on Friday. This is insane, Sam. You've lost it. He's crashing out, chat. Get him while they're cheap before I talk sense into him.
Yeah. Well, Candace Owens decided to crash out. So I was like, wait, I know what I'll do. I'll sell my books at massive discount. And I still haven't crashed out as hard as she has. So
I know, but then on Friday, the crash out is happening, whether I like it or not. Shmuley's been on the phone for fucking weeks trying to stop this from happening. Ladies and gentlemen, Sam is determined. All his books are on sale this Friday. He's nuts. You should get one.
After Turkey Day. And yeah, thanks so much for supporting the books. So and more. Speaking of Black Friday, do we have a Bits and Bones?
Yep, Bits and Bones, Black Friday, 10 p.m. EST, like always. The
birthday
Turkey Day episode.
Hold on,
or the day after.
Birthday Bits and Bones.
Best episode of the year. So excited for that.
I'm gonna drop in on a birthday Bits and Bones.
Oh yeah, that's right. It is your birthday, sir.
Cora's gonna be dropping in. I'm gonna make them. This is a big one. Tune in to Bits and Bones. He's crazy too. We're all crazy here. Except me.
Well, except for Maxine.
No, I mean, come on.
I'm gonna leave that one alone.
Except for Maxine, what?
Oh, I said we're all crazy here. And he said, except for you. And I said, I don't know about that. Let's not get crazy, Sam. Actually, no. That was one more? On top. That's it. Yeah, all right. Thank you.
Sandwich makers on Saturday.
No.
No?
No.
Oh.
Because on account of what?
1, because it's Thanksgiving, and 2, because I want to watch the WWE stuff.
All right. We're going to be watching Survivor Series. Maybe we'll do a review on Sunday of it or something.
Yes. that we will do.
I'm going to say right now, though, that last AAA show is hard to top.
Seriously.
2 hours, 4 matches, all storylines, everything made sense. And I was like, wait a minute. Is wrestling back? Apparently only if you're willing to watch it in Spanish.
And
wrestling's allowed to make sense. What?
I fucking love Chelsea Green now. And look, a big part of that is because she has beaten the shit out of Lola Vice. Won the title, the champion, the tag team title, kept the tag team title. I love Chelsea so much for that now. Why? Because Lola Vice is a low-life, scum-sucking, home-wrecking whore. And Mr. Iguana can suck a cock. Fucking pig. Fucking lizard. Oh my, I hate him so much now. I loved him when he first came. Now, fucking hate him. Hope it gets really fucking cold and they both drop like fucking Frozen.
If you're not sure why, it's because he was with Laedra, the Hydra, which is this girl wrestler in Luchadora, as they say. And like he left her because
he let Lola touch his lizard.
He let Lola Vice touch his lizard, and now they're a thing, and now she rubs her butt in other women's faces for him. And I'm going to tell you right now, Sam, America or Mexico, the only crowd that thinks Lola Vice is a heel is basically her.
Not just me.
Who else thinks Lola's the heel?
Oh, there's other people out there. I know it.
Okay. Well, anyway, Mexico cheers for her as the baby face because the ex-girl was kind of being mean to him for a long time and they watched it, but she didn't watch that part, and I don't think she would even care because she's not a fan of...
be a lizard and go talk to her and let her know what's going on. Don't cheat on her like a coward sack of shit. And how dare you use Laska like that? She didn't want him any part of that. You forced her into that. How dare you? That puppet needs to, you know what? Dimanito needs to save Laska from Mr. Iguana. Yep.
She gets passionate about Mexican wrestling, guys.
Just a little.
And I love it. And folks, we love you, and we hope you all have a happy Thanksgiving. So I think that'll wrap up the show.
Got to get out, travel, go to bed early, have a wonderful Thanksgiving. We will catch you when we fucking catch you.
Indeed.
And you, Sam, and Mort, you guys have a wonderful Thanksgiving. I'll talk to you soon.
And I'm going to post the pictures of the pies and stuff I'm going to bake.
I'm going to post turkey pics. You know I am. I always do.
I'm definitely going to post turkey pics as well. So
that's right.
Alrighty. Take care, folks, and we'll talk to you down the road.
The right to offend is not some pesky little part of freedom of speech that we have to put up with. It is the heart and soul and lungs of freedom of speech. It is the coursing lifeblood of human progress. It is the instigator of liberty and modernity and science and understanding. What a laughing stock today's student leaders are, that they can so casually dismiss the right to be offensive without realizing that their lovely, enlightened lives are the gift of individuals who gave offense. Offensiveness is not just something we have to begrudgingly accept. Offensiveness is the motor of human progress.
Thank you for watching the Whitfield Report live on the Right to Offend Media Network. Make sure to check out Sam's books on Amazon, Audible, and Kindle. You can follow Sam on X at samw_.